Comey. Here's White House correspondent Greg Cluxton.
Prosecutors have been evaluating whether Comey lied to lawmakers during his 2020 testimony related to the investigation into ties between Russia and Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. The 5-year statute of limitations would be next Tuesday, but an indictment is expected before then. Last weekend, the president directed the DOJ to investigate Comey and other perceived political enemies. Greg Clugston, Washington.
The White House is telling agencies to prepare large-scale firings as a possibility. Federal workers could lose those jobs if the government shuts down next week. In a memo released Wednesday night, the Office of Management and Budget said agencies should consider a reduction in force for federal programs whose funding would lapse next week in the event that the Democrats make it all the way to a government shutdown. No compromise with Republicans. Some GSA employees have offers to return to work after those DOGE job cuts earlier this year.
The General Services Administration has given those employees who managed government workspaces until the end of the week to accept or decline reinstatement. Those who accept must report to work on October 6th. After what amounts to a 7-month paid vacation. One former GSA real estate official says that the agency was left broken and understaffed.
That is Julie Walker reporting. President Trump set to meet today with Turkish President Erdogan at the White House, hinting the U.S. might soon lift its hold on advanced fighter jet sales to Turkey. A new lease on life. 7 of 23 miners rescued from a collapsed Colombian gold mine. The mud-covered miners emerging one by one from that shaft 80 meters underground. More from townhall.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Is war in the Middle East the revival of an ancient conflict recorded in the Bible?
The nation of Israel is a resurrected nation. So what if there was going to be a resurrection of another people, an enemy people of Israel?
Dinesh D'Souza's new film, The Dragon's Prophecy, is in theaters 2 nights only, October 6th and 8th.
We came back to a land that was largely barren and empty, and we brought it back to life, and we're going to keep it.
Tickets not sold in theaters. Get tickets only at thedragonsprophecyfilm.com.
A Democrat holds a congressional seat for the party after a special election in a blue Arizona district.
Southern Arizona voters on Tuesday choosing Adelita Grijalva to succeed her father, the late U.S. Representative Raul Grijalva, a progressive Democrat who represented the state for more than 2 decades in Congress. She defeated Republican candidate Daniel Gutierrez in the 7th Congressional District, which hugs almost the entire length of Arizona's border with Mexico. The seat was one of 2 remaining vacancies in blue districts that Democrats needed to hold to avoid losing more ground to Republicans in the U.S. House. I'm Julie Walker.
It's shaping up to be a slow open on Wall Street. Right now, Dow futures pointing down by 152 points. S&P 500 futures down 36, and NASDAQ futures up by 184 points. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. New polling shows a loss of confidence in Democrats approaching the 2026 midterm elections.
The Republican Party is now more trusted to handle gun control than Democrats, based on the latest Reuters poll. The Reuters Ipsos poll, conducted from September 19th through 21st, shows the GOP leading on several issues, including crime, immigration, gun control, corruption, foreign conflicts, and the economy. They also lead on the issue of political extremism. Democrats lead on issues like the environment, women's rights, health care, and barely lead on respect for democracy, by a narrow margin. Their lead on health care dropped to only 9 points. Bernie Bennett reporting.
The U.S. economy expanded at a surprising 3.8% from April through June in a dramatic upgrade of the government's previous estimate of second quarter growth. The Commerce Department said today that the U.S. gross domestic product, that's the nation's output of goods and services, rebounded in the spring. More of these stories can be found at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yes, welcome to it.
Everything is it working out?
I'm not getting anything in my cans. But I know we're on the air, so I'm not going to... Ooh, there it is.
All right.
Wow, that was hot.
Is that less
I'm like,
hot?
I know we're on... Yeah, it's fine. I know we're on the air, so I wasn't even going to worry about it. I was just going to wear these things,
I know, but your facial expressions make me nervous, so I'm like, all right, let me fix what's going on there.
It's honestly, it's just when I can't hear me,
yeah.
I get her. I know others can.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know. It's my internal thing. I'm like, oh, I got to fix that.
It's broadcaster brain.
But happy Thursday, everybody.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the penultimate day of the work and or school week.
Yes. Hey, I guess we could call it breaking news.
Breaking news.
Since the last time we had a morning show, anyway. Of course, tomorrow night is Friday night. Football night.
Indeed.
In Roswell. Of course, Roswell, Goddard, both in action. Both games, the Roswell game and the Goddard game tomorrow night, have been pushed up 1 hour on the kickoffs.
Yep.
So kickoff tomorrow night for the Roswell Coyote matchup and the Goddard Rocket matchup will be at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
Pregame at around 5:30.
Yes, and that's due to expected weather here in town and out at, is it Gadsden or Santee?
Santee.
Santee, yeah. I knew they'd go out that way.
Way out there.
Yes, and so they're going to go ahead and push up kickoffs for both of those. Because you know, and I know, and we know, and all know that the last several weeks, with all this weather and everything there, so they're kind of say, let's get ahead of the game here today.
Yeah, let's jump the gun a bit.
Yes, let's get ahead of the game and be ahead of the weather, literally. And this pun is intended right
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah, by the way, Goddard facing off against Gadsden tomorrow night at
here. I know there's Gadsden and Santee. I was like, which one's going where again?
Who's doing what with where? But yeah, then Roswell High will be traveling to Santee to take on the Desert Warriors.
Yes, so 6 p.m. kickoff tomorrow night for both matchups.
Yep.
Of course, you can hear the games right here. Well, you can hear the Roswell Coyote game on the road right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Live streaming video at ksvptv.com. The Goddard Rocket matchup you can listen to on our sister station 106.1 FM La Pantera. And again, 6 o'clock kickoff times. And again, watch live streaming video of the Goddard matchup, ksvptv.com. That's a home game.
Yes.
Let's pack the Wool Bowl and show some love to the Goddard Rockets.
And if you're a sicko or a glutton for punishment, you for some reason want to watch Artesia football, you can do so by heading over to ksvptv.com, clicking on the Artesia logo, or you can tune into AM 990 KSVP AM. And they'll have the Artesia football game as they take on Lovington.
Yes, to my knowledge, that kickoff is still at 7 p.m. And no change on that kickoff. Just the Roswell matchup and the Goddard matchup.
That's right.
So just so when you tune in at 7 tomorrow and you're like, wow, they're already like at halftime or whatever it is. Yeah, that's what happened.
Because only the Artesia Bulldogs have the power to stare blithely at the face of God and be like, bring it on! Weather, be damned.
I picture like Lieutenant Dan on the boat there in Forrest Gump.
Right?
Stand on the mast up there. Is this all you got?
So,
but
yes, the last day before the chaos starts tomorrow. The preview day for the carnival is going to be kicking off tomorrow and Saturday.
Yes.
And then they go dark on Sunday.
Correct. And by the way, on preview days, the only thing open is the carnival. The fair is not open. The commercial building's not open. Education, all those buildings. There will be limited food vendors out there.
Basically, the vendors that the carnival themselves bring in.
Yes,
those will be the ones that are open.
There will also be a few other our local vendors that may open up Friday and Saturday as well. At that,
do a little pop up.
That depends on them. That's kind of there's no guarantee one way or another on that. But you may find a few of your family favorites over there too.
You know what I'll say? Follow your nose.
There you go.
If you smell cilantro and onions off to the distance, maybe there's some street tacos.
There's
somewhere.
some tacos to be had. But yeah, your nose knows.
That's right.
So
especially around the carnival, if you smell a combination of caramel apple and animal feces, you have found the right place.
It's fair season.
That's right.
But,
that's why God gave you two nostrils so you can enjoy both experiences.
That's right. My left side's happy. My right side not so much.
My right side just confused, nostalgic but confused.
Yes. But yeah, so the preview weekends they have. And there is no gate fees or anything. You just pay as you ride kind of thing. They do have unlimited ride armbands and all of that.
Yep.
And so that'll be tomorrow night and Saturday. Like you said, they go dark Sunday to put their lipstick on and get their party dresses on and get ready for the big dance.
They all gather in their own little booths and they just kneel and they pray. They're like, Lord, help us get through the chaos of the next week. Help us not murder the locals.
I think it could be a cornucopia of all that. Like I would picture like an NFL locker room right before they go out to the field, and so like the one guy, like,
what are we gonna do? Take tickets.
There's like one booth where they're all like in hoodies and you can't see them, and they're just got their music earbuds in there, just getting themselves psyched up. You got someone like lifting weights. Why, I don't know, but just lifting weights.
Yeah, and a guy in a newsboy hat walking around.
Yeah.
Just trying to inspire the people.
That's right. Yeah, you got a prayer circle in this one. You got one guy just randomly whacking his shoulder into a pole.
What time is it? Carny time. What time is it? Carny time.
Then you got two guys that keep punching each other on the shoulder.
Yep. Just trying to amp it up. Everybody taps the same log as they walk out of the out of the locker room.
Yes. And then just for fun, the very last booth, we got a Dirty Dancing lift.
Nice. I like that. They set up a big paper barrier that they all have to like run through.
That's right. A lot of Patrick Swayze over there.
It was funny. I was talking to Rhiannon this morning as we were driving to drop them off.
Yeah.
You just started talking about the carnival and stuff, and I said, your pawpaw, Carla, my kid's mom's dad, and mom actually were both carnival workers. For a number of years, they traveled with the carnival. Actually, whilst I believe Carletta was still a very young lady, they worked for the carnival. She, Billy, Carletta's mom, took tickets. She, was sold tickets.
Okay.
She worked the ticket booth, and her dad worked the rides, mostly the Sea Dragon.
Was he like Joe Dirt?
Well, here's what I learned about the carnival workers.
Is he sitting there with the thing, trying to look all...
If they know you, if they like you, if you're good to them, they'll give you a carny ride.
Oh,
the carny ride is if you enjoy the ride that you're on, then yes, it's an extra long ride.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I said, I said your mom. I looked at Rhiannon and said your mom enjoyed many carny rides back in the day.
So you're telling me the carny rides can be bought?
They can be coerced, we'll say. You can convince a carnival worker to give you a bit of a longer ride.
Because I was either hoping, like one of the stories was like he worked like one of the fish games and he had to Crisco up the ball, the bottles or whatever.
You slide him a Toblerone and just see what happens, Carny workers, they like them fancy candies, I'll tell you. Bought you a box of toffee. What are you going to do about it?
Right.
Slide it across. That is, by the way, my favorite carnival game. The one with the quarters.
Yeah.
That's always, because I always feel like that's the one game where I have some kind of advantage to win.
Yeah.
But you don't, because what you can't see, what those glass things don't let you see, is the thing that they're going off of. It kind of tilts up slightly.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot harder to push them quarters off than you think it is.
You're fighting science, man.
That's right. My mom, though, she would, like, we'd go to the Sandbass Festival, which was our carnival in Medill.
Yeah.
And she would just beeline to those machines and just sit there with a cup of quarters.
Right.
And just dropping them in.
Well, and if they're smart, they'll do like casinos do and have a plant or a mark that just occasionally wins one of those and does it when it's the most crowded. And guess what? You're going to make 10,000 more.
Right.
Those quarters go into those things quick. Is that one payout? And he planted it as a mark. And that way, I guess if you want to keep from getting arrested, maybe make it one legit person. But you know what I mean.
What's the line from The Jerk where he's like, you win from here to down here, but not here. A penny whistle or like what's a sticker? It was a bunch of stuff.
But yeah, so I always remembered the like I always deliberately went to like the ones I'm like I'm going to get a prize every time, like the balloons on the wall where there's like 50 balloons. It's like throw a dart. Now, granted, I know my prize is going to be a mirrored Bon Jovi.
It's going to be an Osama bin Laden Coke mirror that I remember. I distinctly remember winning this prize. This was right after 9/11. Bear in mind, it was there's really no other way to say it. It was a Coke mirror,
right?
But it had Osama bin Laden and it said Osama bend over, and it had a missile aimed at.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. I will leave that to the rest of the imagination, but it was absurd the kinds of prizes you would win back in the day at the fair.
Like I'll take the Samantha Fox mirror.
Well, what the heck? Give me the. Let's go with the Van Halen tapestry.
Yeah, I kind of miss some of those prizes.
Yeah, those are long since they've seen the light of day.
Yeah,
they've tapped out.
But anyway, let me give you the rundown.
Yes.
Our guests are here. We do have a busy show for you today.
Indeed.
And we're going to start out here in just a bit. We're going to have some of the folks from the Livestock Sales Committee join us here from the Eastern Mexico State Fair. And guess what they're going to talk about?
I'm going to say Food Row.
Entertainment. No, I'm just kidding. Livestock show, livestock auction, all of that good stuff here.
They're going to talk about what the other nostril is smelling.
Right. Now you smell what the rock's cooking.
Not the caramel apples nostril, the other nostril.
The horse apples.
The horse nostril.
Not caramel apples, horse apples. But so we're going to talk with Talk Fair here in just a little bit. In the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, Barbara Gomez with Main Street Roswell is going to join us. And, of course, this weekend is Chili Fest.
Yes.
And so this Saturday, so she's going to join us to talk Chili Fest with us.
Indeed.
And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, we're going to have some folks join us. They've got a women's networking, women's business networking connection event happening at the Liberty tonight. So we're going to have some folks join us to talk about that here in the 9 o'clock hour.
Interesting name for ladies' night. I'm kidding. Please.
Well, I botched the name. It's I got to look at the official. It's the Women in Business networking event. That's what it is
there
called.
We go.
So I was like, I was trying to connect women business networking, and I used the wrong connecting word. But there's an event there at the Liberty tonight talking about women in business and a networking event. So.
Pretty good.
And then, of course, we'll have all of your features that include the news of the local national variety, Wall Street business reports, sports, and whatever else we can come up with for today's show. But first, for your listening pleasure, this is your local weather. Enjoy.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Dry weather in the forecast of the near term. Our next storm system starting to head in by Friday night and into the weekend. Abundant sunshine area-wide for today, and our high temperatures are right around 85 degrees. Clear for the overnight hours, our low upper 50s to near 60. We're into the upper 80s to near 90 for tomorrow with a mix of clouds and sun. Stray thunderstorms Friday night, more scattered storms Saturday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
Thank you, Jennifer. Currently 54 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 80% with winds currently out of the north at 5 miles per hour. A little bit warmer today, mid-80s expected. Sunny skies, 84 officially. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies will be clear. Expect an overnight low of 58 degrees. Good sleeping weather. South winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, we'll be in the upper 80s, mostly sunny, 88 for a high. South winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly cloudy. Not really talking of rain. Thank goodness. Expect an overnight low of 62. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, we're looking at a 30% chance at showers and thunderstorms. They're talking mostly for the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 82. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday night, our chance of rain bumps up to 40%, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 60. Sunday, we're looking at a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon. Partly cloudy, 79 for a high. 30% chance of rain Sunday night. Mostly cloudy, overnight low of 58. And then Monday, day one of the Eastern New Mexico State Fair Parade, all of that, there is a 20% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Partly cloudy, highs near 80. So that's what we're looking at with some rain chances this weekend. But it looks like we're pretty rain-free until Saturday? Question mark? All right, it is 7:22. We're going to take a 3-minute commercial break, and then we're going to talk with some of the Livestock Sales Committee folks here for the Eastern Mexico State Fair. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
What does it mean for a roofing contractor to have heart? How about braving a 24-hour road trip with a bad back and a 20-foot-long trailer through Interstate 40? You heard that right. A local business needed a new roof, but this business did not want just any roof. They desired a schoolhouse roof with red shingles. Well, we wanted to give our customers exactly what they were asking for. The only problem was that the red color of shingle they were looking for had been discontinued in our local region. But we didn't give up then. We were told by our supplier that the schoolhouse red color of shingle that we were looking for was still available in Arkansas. So we did what was expected of us and drove 24 hours, and we delivered on our promise. If you need a roofer who delivers on their promises, call Trustmark Roofing today at 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Bush Appliance presents Adventures with Spinal Tap.
Look at this one right here. It's on, working all the time.
I mean, yeah, it's a Frigidaire fridge.
Well, when you don't want to worry about all the mucky muck. Yeah. Now look, this one right here, this is special too. Still got the old tagger on it. It's never been used.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have to put those tags on there.
Don't touch it.
I wasn't going to touch it.
No, don't touch it.
Look, I was just pointing at it, okay?
Well, don't point even.
Don't even point? Can I look at it?
No, you've seen enough of that one.
This has been Adventures in Spinal Tap, brought to you by Bush Appliance. Who are you going to call? Bush Appliance in Roswell. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390. We could be at 110 West Country Club Road, but our address goes to 11.
It's too bad the Eastern New Mexico State Fair doesn't have a category for weeds, because with all the rain we've had, they'd be giving out lots of blue ribbons. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. We have powerful products to get rid of the hardiest weeds, and most important, we can tell you exactly how and when to use them to get the job done. Yeah, this year's weeds are certainly impressive, but at least they're green.
September is Global Caring Month, and the dedicated Ford dealers across the country are conducting the world's largest food drive. Help Roswell Ford collect 400 pounds of food. They're loading up a pickup full of non-perishable food items and donating it locally to the Assurance Home. The Assurance Home helps at-risk and homeless teens between 12 and 18 years of age. Donate now through September 25th. The goal is 400 pounds of food, but we can do better. Let's fill that truck. Drop off your donation today at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The U.S. Treasury once considered producing donut-shaped coins. They instead decided to go with coin-shaped donuts. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from the Eastern New Mexico State Fair, James Duffy and Jonathan Dudley here talking little livestock, the actual... The reason we're having a fair. I mean, the music, the food, the fun, all that's, awesome. But the reason they're there for the livestock shows, for of course, the arts and education, all those things here, and of course the livestock auction Saturday morning here of the fair. That's the real reason why we do the fair here. So you guys got all that kind of info here. So good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Great. Good morning. Doing
good?
Well.
Doing good. Of course, you guys are farmers and ranchers. You've probably been up since this is like lunchtime almost for you guys, right?
Not quite.
You're like, no. We have more modern stuff. We can sleep in a little bit. No, just kidding. But of course, we talk about everybody for the public and everybody else. The fair, of course, with preview for rides and stuff Friday and Saturday. But for the most part, the fair starts on Monday. But for you guys, fair's already started. Of course, here, I guess starting, is it today or tomorrow, you'll start seeing turn-ins for animals and all that stuff start rolling in, or will that not be till like Friday or Saturday?
That'll be Sunday.
Sunday, so they're even a little later. Okay, I was thinking they were coming in like a little earlier than that this year. But yeah, talk a little bit about what's kind of going on right now with the livestock stuff.
Right now, it's there's a few late-minute last entries probably rolling in.
Okay.
It's making some of the office ladies pull their hair out, but outside of that, we're last minute arranging around the barns and getting ready to welcome them all to the fairgrounds on Sunday and get ready to roll.
Is there like for you guys, because I imagine when you get that many people coming in at that one time, there's got to be a little orchestra, a little kind of like when they do the parade, they have to snake them in and do all that. I mean, is it kind of a little dance to kind of navigate that? All right, you guys make your way here, or is it just kind of work itself out?
Well, some of both.
Yeah.
But we try to be organized as far as getting animals on the ground. They come in a certain gate. We have to make inspections on those animals too. They have to come in with health papers and all that. So all of them go through a process as far as getting onto the grounds. And
gotcha.
We got to get it all organized where they park their trailers, where they park their vehicles, and all that. Because it's just like everybody else. Everybody wants to be at the front of the line,
Sure.
So it's always that's just the way it is. So, but we work through it.
Get my good spot. Get my spot for last year. Yeah,
that's right. And if you've been to the fair lately, everybody has a tendency anymore because there's kind of like this group, so they put up tents and this, that, and the other, so they can groom animals under, because there probably won't be enough room underneath the barn to do all of that. So they set up tents and kind of like little camping areas where they do all that stuff.
Everybody has somebody they want to camp by, so to speak.
Yeah, that makes sense. And because you're really there for the week, and I would imagine it, because they're all friends and things, and they probably share equipment, share things, and and especially if they're all in the same 4-H or FFA group or chapter, they're gonna work with each other and do all. And so it just makes sense. But it's like a week, kind of like I guess for some of us, going to Woodstock for a week, you got a whole camping thing out there, or RVing for some, I don't know, Sturgis or something.
Maybe
not quite as
wild. There are a lot of
wild.
moving pieces on Sunday, and it takes a lot of volunteers Sunday out there moving, just keeping people flowing and keeping the traffic flowing. And
so let me ask this: I'm sure you got it covered and everything, but I mean, literally, if someone said, "Hey, y'all need help on Sunday, where do I show up?" Could y'all take some volunteers right now?
Oh, I mean, we can always put somebody somewhere.
Okay,
that's right, because there's always someone needs some help doing something.
Okay,
whether it's helping somebody unload something or whatever, or maybe even put them on parking lot duty, because that's pretty easy to do once you figured out the system.
Sure.
Make sure everybody gets lined up like they should, so we have more room.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
it's about volume, getting as much. I mean, you're like, well, if you do it right, we can pack a right amount of. It's like dads packing trunks for trips. There ain't nobody better at getting the maximum amount of luggage in a trunk than a dad. It's kind of the same way with
well,
the
that'd be wrong. Wrong in my family. It's the wife that does
Is
that.
it?
Yeah, oh yeah. She can pack more stuff.
No, I'll spend ungodly amounts of time just trying to get the maximum fittage in there, not for any reason other than to say I can do it, and that's there's no. I don't know, it's like a badge of honor for me. I don't know why.
It'll probably be a little bit more challenge this year because we do have a lot more entries this year. Entries have gone up a bunch, so it'll be a little bit more challenging as far as getting everything situated in park.
But it's good to see that. It's good to see more entries, more participants, more shows, better competition. That's more competition rates better, and a lot of young men and women that are. Learning the ropes here, and bigger numbers there means bigger people staying and continuing in the farming and ranching industry too. That's setting the table for that, and that's what I always love to remind people is every week, or every year when you go out to the fair, please enjoy the rides, enjoy all of the the concerts or the rodeos, everything that goes on. But please, spend some time with these kids and these shows and seeing the efforts of their work. I said, we're setting the table for the next generation that's going to feed your kids and feed you after this. And that's what these fairs are all about, is to inspire and to really educate that next generation of farmers, ranchers, and folks that are going to feed the world here for the next generation. So.
And with those entries going up, I mean, it's that many more people coming from across the state to drive money back into this community and our restaurants. And
that's the other thing too.
It's good.
More burgers sold, more feed bags sold, more bottles of Gatorade sold, more gas sold. It's all good. Yeah, this is, and so. And that's probably another thing, we kind of, much like with air races and UFO Festival in the summer, Eastern New Mexico State Fair is another one of those big, where Chavez County and Roswell it's in the spotlight again, and we're inviting a bunch of folks. So do what Roswell does, and welcome the folks that are new to town, and when they ask, hey, where's a good place to eat, where's a good place to shop or pick this up, you tell them your favorite places to do that stuff, and encourage them to go see our local places and do all that. So.
Yep, that's true, because I have people come here specifically to eat at one place. I mean, they love that place and they want to go eat there. Yeah. So it's and I'm sure all of them have different ones.
Sure, and we all do. I mean, how many times do we go to places like, hey, we got hit? They got they got them green chili burgers. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we're all the same.
That's right.
And but and that's and plus too, it is a lot of reunions, because there's folks that I imagine that they don't see much of each other during the year except for fair season.
And at livestock shows and stuff of that nature. So
absolutely. So for folks, don't forget, if you want to see a complete schedule of all the livestock shows throughout the week, the quickest reference is the website, enmsf.com, the Eastern New Mexico State Fair's website. The fair book is there. One of the first couple pages there is the schedule events, and you can see what time every livestock show is happening at what most of them is the same location. There's a few that are a little different, but and then, by the way, as usual, we will be either live streaming or recording, I think, pretty much all of the livestock shows once again this year at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair.
Yep.
So you can tune into ksvptv.com to tell your out-of-town friends and family, because I know every time Grandma or Grandpa, they live in Oklahoma or Texas or something, you would not believe how many people tune in to watch their family showing animals at the fair. It's thousands of people. It's pretty impressive, actually. But that will be available here too. But and then, of course, the big event will be Saturday morning, the Junior Livestock Sale. Anything different from this year than years past, or pretty much the routine as usual as far as times and the schedule events and things?
The routine's pretty much the same as it's been in the past. So we'll be selling about the same amount of animals we've sold in the past. And if anybody wants to come out and participate and help the kids out, more than welcome to do that. If they can't make it, they can give Jonathan, myself, or somebody else on the sales committee a call, and we'll be happy to help them out. Or if they just want to know more information about it, they're welcome to give us a call also.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Any of the office staff there at the fairgrounds can get them in touch with us, or the sale breakfast will start at 8 o'clock Saturday morning, and then the show will commence
Go right
there
after that.
Right after that, roughly 9 o'clock that morning.
About 9-ish. Now, I guess, of course, if you can't be there that day, you can still get your bid. Now you're missed out on breakfast. They have not figured a way to ship breakfast through the phone.
And it'll be a good breakfast too. So
if I've learned nothing else, I've learned this: when farmers and ranchers are eating breakfast, you follow them. Because that's where good food is.
That's right.
Like if you see a bunch of cop cars or fire trucks at a restaurant, you stop there and eat because that's good food. Same thing. Where all the farmers and ranchers are going in the morning, you follow them. That's where the good food is.
I hadn't thought of it that way. That's probably true.
That does make a lot of sense.
As a guy looking for food, trust me, I know the tips and you see those things. But those are always good signs. But yes, please come Saturday morning. Like you said, if you never, it's a lot of fun to watch the auction because numbers do. You're looking and you're like, wow, this is pretty cool to see this numbers going and things. But you can contribute even if you don't have the big numbers. They do a lot of where people pull together and hey, I'm going to put a few dollars towards this bid here, and folks will do that together to kind of help boost some of the numbers up for these different entries and things. So even if you're not. Well, I can't afford to spend that kind of money on you can come and help and participate, pull together. Or, you know what? Even if you're like, I really don't, come and enjoy it. Come watch it. Come see. It's exciting. It's fun. And, and plus you get to see the moments that the kids learn that the fruits of their labor, so to speak, and they kind of see it right there for themselves, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we also have add-on sheets where you can go up to the add-on table, and I mean, you can just a specific kid or a number of kids from whether it's a whole county or just a chapter or whatever. I mean, you can go in and you can add $5 to every
so you kind of do like a blanket
whatever. I mean, you can do whatever you'd like. I mean, it doesn't have to be buying an animal or anything of that nature. You can support in any form or fashion you would like.
Absolutely. And if you don't know, this is it's either one of two things. This is the money, depending on how old they are. If they're younger, it's seed money for their next project for next year. But if they're a little older, this is college money. This is money for their future and things like that. So that's the big reason why folks want to make sure they pay top dollar for these animals and things like that, because they're really paying for these. But to ensure that these kids' finances aren't the reason that they can't pursue their dreams in the future. So.
And most animals are sold. It's pool bids anyway that buy those animals. Very few come out and buy a whole animal themselves. Yeah. It's mostly
people get together.
Groups of people together.
Well, that's a baller move. You walk in and be like, bam!
Yeah, that's true. So, I pool together a lot of money for different individuals, and Jonathan I know does too.
Sure.
And they just had a big golf tournament last week to kind of support the junior livestock sales.
Good deal.
So anyway, the Ag Invitational, and so it's a good opportunity for people to contribute that way too. And
sure.
So
let me ask you, it just kind of spawned a question here. Outside of the fair, how can people year-round support the junior? Like, support golf tournaments, things like, is there other ways that they can kind of make donations, or is there other events that they can participate in outside of the auctions to kind of support the kids too?
Well, I mean, as far as there probably is ways. Specifically, we don't have sponsorships for kids or anything like that.
Right.
Individually, if they want to help a kid, they can get a hold of a kid and say, hey, I want to help you out. And that happens some, like kids can't afford an animal or something like that.
Okay.
Somebody will step up and say, I want to help a kid. And so there used to be a lot of programs like that. Like old days Sears used to have a deal, Sears and Roebuck used to have a deal that they'd get them a farm flock of sheep and do those kind of things. Those things have kind of went away through the years. But there's still opportunities if and probably calling an ag teacher, an extension agent, and say, hey, I want to help a kid, sponsor a kid a little bit. And that can happen.
Okay, cool. I was kind of, you mentioned the golf tournament. I was thinking, maybe there's a few other events that kind of proceeds from this go to some of the youth in the junior livestock here. So.
Well, I mean, if they like to play golf, it's an opportunity next year. They'll have another one next year. And they sponsor a team.
We do that golf tournament every year. So it's First American Bank, Pecos Valley Equipment, Richland Auto Group, and Central Valley Electric. We partner together every year to put that golf tournament on.
Good deal.
It's in Artesia.
Okay.
At the country club, and we're looking at possibility of moving it to where it's played a day there and a day here.
Okay.
Next year.
A couple different audiences and things.
But all the
proceeds go back to the kids.
The funding of the tournament, all the proceeds.
After bills are paid.
Yep. So we split it evenly, the proceeds of it, between Eddy County Fair, Chaves County Fair, and then Eastern.
Oh, cool.
So,
I like that. That's a great idea. That way and that's another thing too, is of course they all work together and stuff, but there is that always, especially when you get to the junior livestock sale time, there is that friendly rivalry between Eddy County and Chaves County on who can raise more. How does it work with the Eastern? Do you guys? Because I mean, it's kind of not fair. I mean, it's a bigger pool.
That's true. But we have kids from all over the state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got a much bigger wire,
and a lot of them bring in some money. We get a lot of out-of-state money for some of the exhibitors because they like supporting the program. Because they see the benefit of the program with the young people that's going through that program.
Absolutely.
That says, hey, these are quality kids. We like to support these kids, and so get calls from people to say, hey, I've got this much money. Spend it however you want to, or I want it specifically to go to these certain individuals. So it is a good opportunity to support young people
throughout the state.
Yeah,
that's what I love. But so I guess you can't really compare numbers for the Eastern to like the Eddy County Fair, the Chaves County Fair, because it's like comparing like a college football game versus a high school football. There's going to be a lot more people there.
Well, both of those sales are very successful in their own rights as well. So,
they break records every year, I think, and they kind of beat almost every year. Each county does better than the previous year, and then they'll have arguing over who did more that year. That debate changes every year. So.
And you could kick Lee County in there too.
Exactly.
And Lee County's a lot of support for those young individuals too. And I will say that Eastern Fair will probably thump the New Mexico State Fair as far as number of entries and also the size of the sale and the money the sale brings in. It has for several years, just because there's a lot of support for agriculture and community compared to maybe the big cities.
Sure, you're absolutely correct here, and I'm very curious because I'm just spitballing here talking because obviously they're talking about moving the New Mexico State Fair, like the location, and they're talking about. Yeah. So I mean that to me that adds a lot of questions and thinking, well, is this just going to shift to is the Eastern New Mexico State Fair going to be the state fair?
We think we are already.
We kind of feel we already
are. I mean, are we just going to give it the title now? I mean,
if you walk around the barn and you ask, kids that come out here that have been coming out here for years, I mean, they prefer coming here.
That's great.
I mean, they feel more at home here. They enjoy this fair more. I mean,
well, and this you have the best of both worlds, where it's the city fair and things you get. There's a lot to get lost into. Where here it's plenty to do, but let's face it, you can go from one end to the other and still see everything you need. You know what I mean? It's not acres are getting lost.
That's true, and just the friendliness of everybody here is just like a small family compared to a huge family reunion where you don't know anyone.
Absolutely, it's kind of like it's kind of like like with how the air race folks when they're in town talking how they see their family every year. Eastern Mexico State Fair's mindset is very much that same. We're seeing family every year. It's that weekend at the end of September, first part of October, we see family. So that's kind of how it is. So and that's really all of that really is in this part, the livestock world, the family, the showing, all of the arts and crafts, the education, all of that, the 4-H FFA side of the fair, that is really where the heart is, the family and the people that come in year into year, folks like yourselves that year after year are just staples at the fair and part of the fair and just the faces and the Hobsons, the families like that. That's all that world, the livestocks and things like that. So that's what we're talking about.
And I can put a little plug in there. You brought up the Hobson family. We have a place where everybody can get their exhibits, the Home and Garden Deals exhibit on fruits, vegetables, and all that kind of stuff. And we'd like to see a lot more people in the community bring out their fruits and vegetables and enter them in the Eastern New Mexico State Fair and help us fill up those barns as far as those things are concerned.
And I recommend you go spend time in there too, not just to cool off or to stay dry. Go in there and spend some time and see the art, see the produce, the dresses, all the stuff that's going on in that building. And that, those are, not only youth, but there's, like you said, your neighbors and things that are doing that too. And by the way, if in the art world and stuff, I've heard tell that, if there's really stuff you like, we can make arrangements if you want to meet the artist and do, just saying that, if you're shopping for art, that's not a bad way to look into it. If you're looking to, kind of get your own exclusive artist kind of thing. So, but it's really a good deal. But please, download the fair book or go to the fair website here to kind of see the complete schedule of events for the livestock shows. Definitely to participate in this year's Junior Livestock Sale on that Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Get there a little early to eat for the buyer's breakfast, about 8 o'clock or so. Yeah. And then of course, and that too will also be on ksvptv.com. So if you're trying to bid, I wouldn't recommend it because the way the internet works, you're actually seeing the internet on a delay.
Yep.
So you could be up, depending on your internet speeds, like 2 minutes behind what's really going on. So just to watch it. But if you're trying to get that to watch it to bid, you're not going to have much luck. I'm just warning you right now. I'm always missing it. Just missing.
Not quite live.
That's right.
Yep.
But participate in that, and of course, and don't forget too, with all the stuff that goes on at the fair, the concerts each night, when they have all the other entertainment going on, the rodeos and things. All of that is included in your fair admission when you go through
your
the gate there.
Gets you to everything.
Absolutely. There's no fees for parking or any of that stuff. And don't forget, Tuesday is if you're the ride, if you want to bring the family and do all the riding, Tuesday's your day to do that, because that's your entry into the fair includes rides. That cost is covered under that. But
yeah, it's the special night that we partner with the carnival and do it's a one fee at the gate.
Yes,
for armband and everything.
Yeah, and so you can go in and do. Now, this is the one time I say, unless you've got kids that are going to ride, if you just wanted to come to see the shows
if you're coming to walk through the commercial building and stuff specifically, that's not the day.
Yeah, Tuesday might be the day you stay home and then come.
Yeah.
But if you say you just want to do that and you got 6 kids, and all of a sudden it's a deal. Yeah, you can go out there and because you get to
the math
watch
will
it.
math.
Yeah,
if you just do it. Yeah.
But again, that's going to be, and I think Wednesday or Thursday night, it's like to help out for
canned food drive,
community disaster relief. You bring your canned foods and all that. Again, go to the website. You can see all the dates and times for all of that. Saul will be in tomorrow, and we'll talk a little bit about the different concerts. There's great entertainment again this year at the fair.
It's all on Facebook as well.
It's on there.
Follow us on there.
I will do also my obligatory thing I talk about every time we talk fair here. One is like and follow the Eastern New Mexico State Fair Facebook page, especially during the week of the fair, because anytime there's a weather, because it's the fair, ultimately there's a weather thing or something, and some event has to be moved or changed or postponed or something, and that is your quickest resource to find out that information, because they'll upload it to the Facebook page, and then like the radio people, that's usually where we find out. We're like, oh, all right, let's get the word out. And so that's I just recommend like and follow it. That way you can stay up to date. Plus you get reminders on what's going on the days that you're going to be there and all that too. And then the other thing I always recommend is if you have younger kids, I highly recommend that you take a picture of them in the clothing they're wearing right before they go into the fair. So exactly how they're dressed in the fair, take a picture of them in that outfit. You may never need it. I hope you have to delete it afterwards or put it on Facebook and say, hey, my kid looks cute today or whatever, but that's all you need it for. But if your child gets lost, that's going to be a valuable tool to help get your child back to where they're supposed to be quickly. The fair staff and everybody have a very well-oiled machine when it comes to lost child alert. They go into this process, but if you have that picture on your phone, you can text it to the first person. They can get it out. They can have your child's picture to the gate within minutes, and it just increases that. And plus, if they look exactly how they look, what they're looking for, that's going to, oh, they got an orange T-shirt, that'll help, or unless we're in Artesia, not so helpful. But
I believe in the commercial building we also have somebody that's going to do armbands for children with phone numbers or something of that nature.
I think they were telling me yesterday that it was like right when you came in, like you go hit the booth there.
Yeah,
they're going to put the armbands with the phone number and everything. So if your child is located, let's call your parents and get you relocated. But just tips I always recommend. And then the other thing I'd say is if you go as a family, another way to help is before you disperse, pick a designated rally point. When you say, all right, if we get separated, we're all going to meet at the Ferris wheel, or we're all going to meet at the 4-H ice cream booth, or whatever that location is. Pick that. And so if we all get separated, that's where we head to, and we know, I lost somebody. All right, let's go to the ice cream booth, or let's go to the Ferris wheel. Make a plan that way, and that way you may not have to, get staff and then close the park down if we lose somebody, kind of thing. So, is there any information you guys want to share that we skipped, missed, or forgot to talk about?
Just come to the fair and come participate. That's, and we talked about it, but just
come
reinforce that.
Absolutely, come
have fun, be safe.
It's going to be a great. It's going to be another great fair.
Yep.
I got to be honest. Just temperature wise, rain here. I think temperature wise, we're going to have a great fair. If it's going to be in the 80s and 70s, that's going to be. You can't complain.
I would love a little shower every day about lunchtime just to settle the dirt.
Just to get a little dust down. That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
But 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning is fine too. Just a little shower.
Just a little shower just to settle the dirt.
That's right. Make everybody happy. Yeah.
Keeps us from having to run a water truck daily.
So saves time and money. Rain is a good thing.
No, but we do want everybody to come out and have a good time.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's come bring your families and come have a good time. Come do the things that are tradition at the fair. Come experience some new things. Come visit. And like I said, enjoy the rides, enjoy the current concerts. But please spend some time with these kids in the education building, arts and crafts building, and the livestock building, show ring, and let's cheer them on and support them as they compete and have fun this week too. So. And some will learn hard lessons. Support them when they do.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. I'm sure as you guys gearing up, getting ready for a week of busy here. So we'll let you do that. And anything else we can do to get word out, please don't hesitate to ask.
Sure enough, we appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Take care. All right, who's buying breakfast now? I knew that was kind of the rule, right?
It's off to work now.
It's off work. I already had breakfast.
You guys, I meant lunch. I'm sorry.
Won't be any lunch probably today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it is 7:52. Let's pause for news and a quick break before more news. Don't go away.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Artesia City Council this week, busy agenda. The council approved a land swap agreement with the school board. In the deal, the board will get property at Roberts Park for the site of a new school. And once the school is built, the existing Roselawn School property will then be given back to the city. After that, Mayor John Henry said he would like to have a discussion regarding motorized scooters in Artesia. He says citizens have complained to him about the safety concerns of the motorized scooters. No action was taken. Other council news, the city's infrastructure director says the 26th Street project is on track to be finished by the end of next month. The current phase is working on 26th from Grand to Washington. The next phase of the project will move to the area between Washington and Ray. And the council has also approved moving trick-or-treating in Artesia from October 31st to November 1st. This is due to the Bulldogs football game on Halloween. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
How'd you like real money from what you already know? ChatGPT can help you publish your own book and then sell it on Amazon. I showed a family member exactly how to do this. They made $25,000 the first year. I'm Kim Commando for Total AV, award-winning antivirus software for just $19 for the first year, right now at protectwithkim.com. Here's how. First, pick a topic that you know a lot about, the thing people always ask you. Maybe it's baking, gardening, investing, a hobby, or maybe tech. Ask ChatGPT for a 10-chapter outline. That's just your starting point. Then go chapter by chapter. Add your own advice and stories, and of course your know-how. ChatGPT can then polish it up and suggest a title. And when you're ready, use the free tool Kindle Create to format it. Afterwards, upload it to Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. Set your price, and Amazon handles the rest. That's how you turn what you know into real income, and maybe even a bestseller. Get more tech smarts like this with my free newsletter. Sign up at getkim.com. Cybercrime is on the rise, and hackers are getting smarter every day. From phishing scams to ransomware attacks, criminals are after your devices and your money. So how do you fight back? One of the best defenses is solid antivirus software. Blocks suspicious websites and stops hackers before they can do any damage. A healthy dose of skepticism when opening emails or clicking links doesn't hurt either. But for the antivirus help you need, I trust and recommend Total AV. They update you in real time, keeping you protected from the latest threats. Go to protectwithkim.com now and get Total AV for just $19 for the first year. It covers up to 5 devices, including Windows, Macs, and smartphones. That's protectwithkim.com. Don't wait until it's too late. Your security matters. Get protected now. Go to protectwithkim.com for my exclusive deal with Total AV. Just $19 for the first year. That's protectwithkim.com. Protectwithkim.com. Protectwithkim.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Dry weather in the forecast of the near term. Our next storm system is starting to head in by Friday night and into the weekend. Abundant sunshine area-wide for today, and our high temperatures are right around 85 degrees. Clear for the overnight hours, our low upper 50s to near 60. We're into the upper 80s to near 94 tomorrow with a mix of clouds and sun. Stray thunderstorms Friday night, more scattered storms Saturday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. Got some volleyball scores from last night. Goddard goes on the road and beats Clovis by a 3-0 count, 25-11, 25-12, 25-18. So the Rockets looking pretty good, 6-1 on the season. Clovis is 4-5. Goddard plays at Hobbs next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, Roswell is in need of a victory. The Coyotes are surprisingly only 1-9. They'll be playing Albuquerque High and Piedra Vista on Saturday in a tournament. Albuquerque High is 8-2. Meanwhile, NMMI sweeps past Loving last night by a 3-0 count. NMMI will be hosting Hondo tomorrow at 5 o'clock. No scores from the Dexter and Hagerman matches from last night, but Gateway Christian on Monday knocked off Tatum 3-1. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. U.S. stock indexes drifted lower on Wednesday. The S&P 500 slipped 0.3% for a second straight modest loss. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 171 points, or 0.4%, and the Nasdaq Composite fell 0.4%. Sales of new U.S. single-family homes surged to the highest level in more than 3.5 years in August, but that likely exaggerates the housing market's health, and a weakening labor market could limit the boost from falling mortgage rates. Federal Trade Commission attorneys say Amazon knew millions of customers were unintentionally signing up for Prime membership, but did not stop them because doing so would have hurt its revenue. Cable news network MSNBC has signed a multi-year deal with Sky News to bring its global reporting to U.S. audiences. The media company is set to rebrand to My Source News Opinion World later this year. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Pecos Valley Broadcasting has immediate entry and experience level and radio and live stream video sales executive positions open in Artesia and Carlsbad. You'll work with our amazing team to build and maintain accounts and dive into advertising and marketing promotions. Experience in sales is preferred and bilingual opportunities are available. Base guarantee plus bonuses and commissions. Apply now. Email your details or resume to hireme@pvbcradio.com. Take your career to the next level with Pecos Valley Broadcasting, an equal opportunity employer.
Your home for Sean Hannity in Roswell. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
Townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. A federal judge has refused to reinstate 8 former inspectors general who sued after the administration fired them with no warning and little in the way of explanation.
The 8 plaintiffs were among 17 inspectors general fired by President Trump on January 24th. The judge said that while the president likely violated federal law governing the process for removing the nonpartisan watchdogs from office, the firings didn't cause enough irreparable harm to justify reinstating them before the lawsuit is resolved. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Some federal workers could find themselves out of a job for good if there's a government shutdown at the end of the month. Bracing for what Republicans have already labeled the Schumer shutdown, the White House is now telling agencies to prepare for large-scale firings, a reduction in force that would not only lay off employees but eliminate their positions altogether. The Texas GOP set to consider censuring 10 Republican lawmakers next month, including House Speaker Dustin Burrows, in a move that could potentially bar them from appearing on the GOP primary ballot. We get the details from correspondent Bernie Bennett.
The State Republican Executive Committee announced Tuesday it would consider resolutions submitted by county parties against the Speaker and 9 committee chairs, alleging they flouted the core principles of the Republican Party of Texas. If approved, the censures could test a new party rule authorizing county chairs to block the lawmakers from running in the March GOP primary. They came on the heels of a series of sessions in which Republicans pushed through a series of conservative priorities, including private school vouchers and a new congressional map meant to give the party 5 new seats in Congress. Bernie Bennett reporting.
Slow going on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average right now down by 191 points in early trading. The NASDAQ up by 252. This is SRN News.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
A federal judge has dismissed a claim by former FBI agent Peter Strzok that he was wrongfully fired for disparaging texts about President Trump.
Strzok was part of the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. In a lawsuit, he made a First Amendment claim saying he was wrongfully fired from the agency over those texts. But now a federal judge has rejected Strzok's claims, saying the FBI's interest in avoiding the appearance of bias outweighed his interest in expressing his political opinions. Ben Thomas, Washington.
The unemployment picture would appear to be improving as the number of jobs that were created last month exceeded expectations. Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew has delivered a wide-ranging speech to the Council on Foreign Relations in which he applauded the United States constitutional system of checks and balances, but also warned against excluding faith from the public square. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. An attack squirrel on the loose in the San Francisco area.
An aggressive squirrel has sent at least 2 people to the emergency room. One woman was walking in her neighborhood when a squirrel attacked her leg. Another woman was walking in the same area when the little rascal left her with a bloody arm. Flyers have been posted warning residents of a very mean squirrel. Officials say two more things. A, squirrels are not vectors for rabies, and B, this particular squirrel does not fly and is not accompanied by a large moose. Jason Walker reporting.
The FBI has handed over a centuries-old map to Mexican officials. That map found by a librarian in New Mexico. There was a special ceremony at the consulate in Albuquerque. The Villa de Santa Fe map had been part of Mexico's archives until it was discovered missing in 2011. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The deuce.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy, not Friday, Thursday. It's almost there. Not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite. But happy Thursday, everybody.
Thursday is Wednesday's Friday.
That's true.
I mean, if you think about it.
And like, I don't know, and this is, I don't know anymore, but like, Thursday used to be like cool TV night.
Yeah. Back in the day, the the TGIT lineup is what they had, but Must See TV Thursday was on.
And they're starting
NBC.
to trickle out their new shows now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, actually a show I watched last season that is now 2 episodes into the new season. It's called High Potential.
Oh, yeah.
And
I've seen some things online about that, actually.
The Always Sunny lady. What's her name?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember her name.
Caitlin Olsen.
Yes. She stars as she's like a housewife lady that's kind of a hot mess with her family, but she has an eidetic memory. And then she was like cleaning for a police station and ends up solving cases. Right. And so now we're season 2 into her solving cases. She's not a cleaning lady anymore, but she into season 2. But yeah, that's the whole premise of the show.
They had to call it that name because the other name was taken was Don't Trust the Cleaning Lady in Apartment 23. That wasn't available.
Well, and I think there's actually a show called The Cleaning Lady.
Yeah, there was for
is or was. I'm not sure if it's still. I can't imagine a show about killing people called The Cleaning Lady has many seasons under its belt.
Pay attention to your housekeepers. I'm telling you, they listen.
They're all ninjas.
They're in. They're in the know.
They literally see your dirty laundry, right? That's right.
Yeah, exactly. They know exactly what methods to clean up, blood stains.
It's so hard to collect evidence.
All kinds of stuff, yeah.
That's in the marketing.
They're nefarious.
We're hiding evidence, cleaning good.
We offer discretion.
That's right.
Just leave it at that. We're discreet.
But I didn't know if it was still like.
It's hard to say because there's so many people that are just off of network TV.
Yeah, and I know Survivor premiered last night.
Oh, okay. So,
I was mad because it pushed my Big Brother back to 9 o'clock, which me and 9 o'clock. I turned to a pumpkin at 9 o'clock. So
that's understandable.
So I was silently cursing Survivor 2 hours season premiere.
I'm
gonna miss
I'm gonna have to re-get Paramount Plus now. I think just to watch Survivor. Because that's the one thing that me and my...
I'll give it to you. You're one of the few people I know that's still holding on to that show.
It's one of the things that my mom and I, can discuss without getting into a frustrating argument.
It's a family thing. Cool. Okay.
We started watching as a family in season 2.
Okay.
Like we started with Australia.
Well, see, that's where my wife and I started, and we watched it for probably about 10 years, and then we bailed.
I bailed for a good long while.
I think after like the 6th time of Rupert being on the show, I was like, all right, I'm kind of done. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't even be alive anymore. Like, and that's the thing is they do tend to go to the well a lot, like with Boston Rob and
I just saw him again. Like he's creeping into Big Brother world.
Well, he did like an ad campaign for something or other.
He's got a TV show. Like you ever see those commercials? I usually see it on KOAT, I think, for like You Local.
Yeah.
And then they have these obscure shows, and it's like, check them out on You Local. And I'm like, I've never heard of this. And well, anyway, one of them is like Boston Rob talking about Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, like he goes around and shows Boston
there was
things.
some show or commercial I saw with him and his girls.
Yeah. Well, he was he was. All right, this is not. I'm embarrassed, but this is what I watched. so I watched Big Brother, right? And so this season, Big Brother on Fridays, sometimes they'd have like this, like show about the show kind of thing. And for a couple episodes, Boston Rob was like a guest host.
Oh.
And apparently he's a Big Brother fan. Like they'd have like random celebrities that are Big Brother fans.
Right.
Like they just had James Gunn. The guy who directed Peacemaker and the Superman movie and all that. Yeah. He was on as their final guest for their because Big Brother's about to end. I think this weekend at Wrap. Like, I think it's done Sunday. Now I think about it. So.
Oh wow.
But
it's coming
me
up
and 6 others care. Well, I guess
it's coming up on the end. No, there's a reason those shows are still on.
Although I'm not going to lie, my wife is liking Big Brother more than I am. I'm starting to bail on Big Brother.
Yeah.
Because I got to be honest, the castmates are so much younger now. Really? And that's a direct call to me. How did that happen? It's not supposed to even ring in here during the show. I'm about to hang up on somebody. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to hang up on you. Sorry about that. But anyway, so I was saying, what was I saying?
Big Brother.
Yeah, so Big Brother.
They're starting to.
They're
in these later
starting
seasons.
to get like younger.
Okay.
I mean, like, and just because the show's been on for 20 years, but like they argue differently and they get in different like to me it's they create so much drama that they don't need to create.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
well, and a lot of them are it's the self-awareness. I'm on a show. I need to make this.
Yeah.
Even though the producers are going to do what they're going to do, I'm still going to make this interesting for them.
And let's face it, at this point, the people that are on the show are Uber fans usually. And so they're not even them.
Right.
They're characters. They're you know what I mean? Like I'm here playing the game. I'm going to be this persona.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's sort of like a toe was dipped with Johnny Fairplay with that back in the day. But it's funny. I started, kind of phasing out of Survivor, when I first did, and even now for similar reasons, but also because it seemed like with every passing season they had to add a new element, something new to be excited for, and now there's like, there's the other island you can go to, and then there's a chance to win immunity here, but maybe not for you, for somebody else, and then there's like a store you can go to and buy. And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I thought this was supposed to be out surviving, without new food and stuff, and here it is.
I'll tell you what's really been taken off, and a lot of other countries have started making their own version, is the show called The Traitors.
Okay.
It's
I haven't heard of that one.
I think it's on Netflix. They have like a UK version.
Okay.
They have a US version. And basically it's kind of like The Mole back in the day.
Oh yeah, I like
where like, there is a group of people, but one of them is a traitor. One of them is
okay.
Like a saboteur.
Okay, traitor. I was thinking TRADER, traitor. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it comes on right after Hoarders. Hoarders, then Traitors.
Okay. Now,
Traitors.
This is why I'm out on Survivor, but I like Alone. Because Alone's all the better part. It's all the survival stuff and all that without all the we're looking for immunity idols or any other hot nonsense that's now part of it. So Alone, that's where I go.
I will say this for Survivor. no show on the planet has ever made me want peanut butter and chocolate more than watching Survivor. Like seeing the way they display it. Well, the way they display it, it's like these hungry people.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, "Are you willing to step down for?" And it's this giant jar of peanut butter with like a Hershey style brick of chocolate sticking in it. It looks like the most amazing thing in the world.
Except for there always flies around it because they're outdoors.
Well, sure. But that's what a good, you can waft it.
I know.
It really does.
About want to see the flies. Who wants a shrimp cocktail? No, the flies all over it. All right, Barbara Gomez is here from Main Street Roswell. This weekend is Chili Fest. So we are going to talk Chili Fest with Barbara here in just a bit. Before we do that, though, let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Dry weather in the forecast of the near term. Our next storm system is starting to head in by Friday night and into the weekend. Abundant sunshine area-wide for today, and our high temperatures are right around 85 degrees. Clear for the overnight hours, our low upper 50s to near 60. We're into the upper 80s to near 94 tomorrow with a mix of clouds and sun. Stray thunderstorms Friday night, more scattered storms Saturday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
Thank you, Jennifer. Here is currently 58 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 72%. Winds are currently out of the north at 3 miles per hour. Today looking actually pretty nice. Sunny and 84 for a high. Winds out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight clear. Overnight low of 58 degrees. South winds 5 to 10. Friday, mostly sunny, 88 for a high. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clouds start building up Friday night. No talk of rain Friday night, though. They were earlier, but not at this moment. But by the way, don't forget, football games got moved up an hour on Friday. Kickoffs for both the Goddard matchup in Santee, that game's here at the Wool Bowl. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff. Roswell High's matchup in Santee, also a 6 o'clock matchup because of anticipated weather. They want to get the game in, basically. 7 o'clock kickoff. They've had a lot of rain delays, so both games have been moved up to 6 o'clock, just so you know. But anyway, Friday night, they're not really talking about rain here in Roswell, just mostly cloudy, 62 overnight low. And then Saturday, we're looking at a 30% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, 82 for a high, so temps are going to be nice. And that'll be good. That part for Chili Fest will be all right. Winds will be out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday night, our chance of rain is at 40%, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 60. And then Sunday, we're looking at a 40% chance at afternoon rain as well, partly cloudy, 79 for a high. And then a 30% chance of rain Sunday night, and a 20% chance of rain Monday afternoon. So Fair Parade, day one of the fair. Could see some afternoon showers. High of 80, though, so should be good temps for the parade. No complaints there. But that's what we're looking at. Some rain chances maybe Saturday afternoon, Sunday, and Monday as well. All right, 8:17, we're going to take a quick minute and a half break. Then Barbara Gomez from Main Street Roswell will join us, talk all about Chili Fest. Don't go away.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
Coach, can you talk about the latest trade rumors?
Absolutely. Right now, you can get big money for your trade at Roswell Ford.
Start your season with a win at Roswell Ford. Right now, we need trades. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. With 0% APR and no payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit with great terms, with good credit, no credit, or even if your credit is less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings, more for your trade, and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is 28.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Due to extreme pressure and weather conditions, it literally rains diamonds on Neptune and Uranus. Stop snickering because I said Uranus. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 19 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Main Street, Roswell, and 2 floors up, Barbara Gomez
Way
back
up there.
with us. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, Mike.
Of course, yes, this Saturday, Chili Fest is back.
Chili Fest. It's time, you guys. It's that time of the year when the weather gets a little cooler.
Yeah.
And the smell of chili roasting welcomes fall to Roswell and New Mexico.
We honor the smell. That's the
we
big
honor the smell.
Yes.
So we're really excited about it. We are going to be on the courthouse lawn again. We will be there early, and we're staying late.
Very good.
So we are going to start off the day with the regular farmers market, which starts at 7. But we will have some vendors that are going to be ready and willing to set up early.
Okay.
So if you're one of those people that wants to get out there early.
So kind of look at the farmer's market as kind of an inflated farmer's market for Saturday morning, leading into Chili Fest.
And it's going to lead right into the Chili Fest.
Okay.
And for those of you, I don't want to bring up the elephant in the room, but many of you are wondering what happened to the cheese.
Yes.
Well, we are still working on the cheese aspect for it. You know, we used to have tours, and that's no longer available to us. And so we thought, let's just focus on chili and what we can do with chili. So this event is here to honor the farmers, the ranchers, the agriculture in Roswell.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about chili. We're going to be talking about pecans. We're also, interestingly enough, we do have, I guess, the CBD people here. That's an agriculture as well.
Sure, and I think dairy industry involved much
and
too.
dairy is, yes,
I mean,
very
not the cheese
dairy.
part, but the part to get you to the cheese is there.
That's right. That's right. Dairy is here. So the event starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. They're on the farmer's market. I mean, on the courthouse lawn. We will have vendors already out there. We will have chili roasting all day long. And I'm really, really excited, Mike, because this year, I always have fantastic food trucks, but the food trucks this year, one of them in particular is new to me.
Okay.
So I'm excited about it because it's one of my favorite foods. We're going to have a barbecue truck.
Oh, can't go wrong with barbecue.
And then you can never go wrong with barbecue.
No.
And on top of that, I'm also going to have what's called Pompo's food truck.
Okay.
And he does more American food, you know, like hamburgers, hot dogs, but he also does Phillies and some other interesting sandwiches.
Okay.
So you might want to come out there and have one of those.
There. Okay.
We will have some cooking on right there inside the courthouse. We will have some Mexican food.
Okay.
And for those of you that need something sweet, we do have the mini donuts will be there. Whole Foods will be there.
Okay.
And we have.
I wonder if they'll have any chili infused sweets.
You know what? Maybe they should consider that because they do have mini donuts with pecans on them.
And I've seen some people go sweet route with a green chili too.
I'm one of those. I don't know about you guys, but I like sweet and salty.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to movies, I have to have popcorn and candy. I can't just have.
I'm
popcorn.
not going to lie. Chocolate covered pretzel is one of my favorite things because it hits both of those notes, the sweet and salty.
Of those there. So if you need that chili fix, come on down and get some of that. But the cool thing about it is you can come down. It's going to be a really pleasant and cool day. So come on out and listen to the music. We will have music on the courthouse lawn. So DJ Mikey Sanchez will be out there.
Okay.
So he'll be filling in the gap where people are not singing, but we will have live music.
Okay.
We have 2 really great bands that are coming to play, or actually 3.
Okay.
Tina Williams, she has a small 2 or 3 group band.
If you remember Hot Club on the Pecos, she was part of that. And,
I love that.
Yeah, so if you love that, that's her.
Yeah, she does more of a swing, vintage, country.
Yeah.
And she's just such
historical
a great
side. When we do our heritage dinners, and if you go to the drive-through event, you might. That's her out there playing.
Oh,
Tina's out there.
Yeah, she's out there. So you guys come out and support Tina, and believe that she'll be starting to play at 4 p.m. on Saturday, and then right after her, we're bringing in a full band, a Hispanic band, Grupo Maldad.
Okay.
Grupo Maldad.
I think they've got a pretty big following around
man,
here.
they have a really big following. Yeah. For those of you that want to do some toe tapping and dancing, we do have an area in front of the courthouse lawn where you can do some dancing.
Tap a toe or two.
Yeah. And then I have a group, a band also coming from Carlsbad. It's Gil Carson.
Okay.
The other name that I've heard them go by is the Carson City Rebels.
Okay.
And so they play a variety of music. Okay. And in between there, we will have, of course, our very own Asisa Vaila, because you can't have anything without having some folklóricos.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll be there right at noon so that you can come and get you something to eat, come sit on the courthouse lawn, come shop. But on top of all of that, we're also having contests. And I need some entries. For the green chili stew competition.
Time to get your stew recipes on.
There will be prizes. Okay, there will be prizes.
Come on, that's bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging rights.
If you say you got the best green chili stew in town, and now you got the hardware to back it up,
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it. And so they're going to be having the chili stew competition, and that's going to start at 2 p.m. And so if you want to come out and come out and enter your chili stew, I do have forms, and the forms will be on our website and also on our Facebook, which is Main Street Roswell.
.org, right?
Yep, just right there, just Main Street Roswell. This year we have, so that's from 2 to 3, and starting at 3, we're going to have the famous jalapeno eating contest. I hear that last year they hardly ate any jalapenos. So where are you real jalapeno eaters?
They didn't have any
like eating 20 of them or something like that.
All right.
But Mike, this year I think the jalapenos have not been as hot. You have to kind of really look for the really hot ones.
So that could
maybe
stack the numbers a bit this year.
And then, of course, one of my favorites, the pecan pie competition. Because once you have hot, you got to have something to cool it down. So we are looking for those of you that say, you know what, I make the best pecan pie. And if I could attend or, submit my pie, I make the best pecan pie. I really do.
All right. Well, maybe that'll be the bar.
Maybe.
Excuse me, I had a sneeze, couldn't stop there. But maybe we say, can you beat this one? And then we'll let people decide.
Do you know, Mike, every year somebody does something a little bit different. Maybe they do a pecan, coconut pecan pie.
That sounds good.
Or a chocolate pecan pie.
Now, I would, if I would be swayed by chocolate pecan because that's my weak area. You had me at chocolate.
You had to add chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate covered anything.
Yeah,
like you said.
I'll you put chocolate on. I'll put. People are like, you fried up. It's all right. I'm like, you put chocolate on it. It's all right.
It's good. But what's funny is a friend of mine that's now passed away. She didn't come from New Mexico, and she'd say, "Why do you guys have to put green chili on everything?"
Because we can.
Everything. Green chili wine, green chili this, green chili.
I understand.
And I don't know. It just is part of our life, and we love it.
I was the same way. 25 years ago when I moved to New Mexico, I was like, why But now I'm just like, because we do. That's what we put in. Now I'm like, there's supposed to be eggs. What?
Yeah. Well, where's the green chili for the eggs?
Yeah, right? Where's the green chili? Oh, where's my burger?
And of course, we're going to have the best green chili in town from Graves Farm.
Very good.
So they will be out there to do that.
Are they going to be doing roasting stuff out there too? Good deal.
They can roast your chili
so roast
right
on the spot there so you can get your chili.
Right there. We will have pecans out there also. So if you have not picked up your pecans, I know at our house, our pecans last. And I have to say, I need at least 1 pound of pecans left for pecan pie for Thanksgiving.
There you go.
And that's kind of like the cutoff date before we have to start planning for the next year of pecans. And then, of course, don't want to leave the kids out. And really, honestly, last year, Mike, I had just as many adults as I had kids participate in the ice cream eating contest.
Well, who doesn't love ice cream? You know? And plus, because in that contest, because y'all use the cups, right?
Yes, we use the little cups.
It's a little, I don't know what size they are, a little pint cup. Not even pint, I don't think.
The little teeny ones, whatever they are.
But yeah.
Bluebell ice cream.
Yeah, it's the Bluebell ice cream, the little cup. And then you could just stack them. So you just boom, and then stack. And then you can just count. I had 10 cups and however many you got before.
And we got prizes for those too.
Good deal.
Yeah.
And
so it's just fantastic that
maybe our lactose intolerant friend should probably stay out of that one.
So should I get some sherbet or yogurt or something?
They have a non-dairy
frozen
ice cream.
yogurt or something.
Yeah. But game on if lactose is just fine with you.
Sure. Well, I do want to give a shout out to our jalapeno eating contest sponsor, which he knows a little thing or two about hot.
Mm-hmm.
Antigua's is our sponsor of
very
that.
Good.
Yeah, so they are going to be sponsoring that. The ice cream eating contest is being sponsored by Albertsons.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our overall sponsors, Mike, you can't do anything without sponsorship. And the community here always steps up. And Leprino Foods has always been our top sponsor, and we thank them.
They support big time, even though we can't do tours anymore. They still support the festival very much so. Yes.
And so who knows? They may be bringing out some cheese for us. Still waiting to hear some of that.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Years ago, I got to do a tour there at Leprino with Leadership Roswell, and part of the tour they serve you pizza.
Yes.
And that pizza's pretty good. They should if they could just serve
else,
pizza.
Just give us pizza.
Serve us some pizza.
Just give us some pizza. Well, I did Leadership Roswell also.
Yeah.
And you're right. It was amazing to me to hear about all the different cheeses they make for different pizzas. Every pizza, whether you're Pizza Hut or your Domino's.
Yeah.
Are they the cheese suppliers for all pizza throughout the United States?
I know they've got Domino's locked down. I think they do. I think like the
Pizza
mozzarella
Hut.
cheese for Hot Pockets.
Oh, really?
That's them too.
Because they are strictly mozzarella.
Yeah.
They're strictly mozzarella.
Yeah.
So,
and then they also do like when you take the dairy and you separate the curd from the whey, then they use the whey for like your supplements and things. So like
for milk.
So they do the supplements and then they do all the cheese with the curd side. So
wow. Yeah. No, it's an amazing factory out there. So we do appreciate Leprino Foods. And again, Excel Energy has always been a supporter of Main Street. As a matter of fact, not only do they support the events of Main Street, they also support the lights that start popping up during Christmas.
Yeah.
And that is just around the corner. So we'll talk more about that later.
We're only about a month and a half out from doing that, huh?
Around September, it's like everything gets accelerated till the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll be doing that.
And Pioneer Bank, again, Miss Juliana Halverson, you have to appreciate her. She is everywhere and supports its community, but not only that, they support the event and do graphics for us. So that's cool. Let's see. I just want to talk about Keep Chaffetz County Beautiful.
Yes.
Miss Rita and her group help to keep, she is serious about trash.
No joking about the trash.
She's very serious about it. So she provides the trash cans. And during the UFO festival, she gave Trash Ranger pins. So she kind of has kids make a pledge to pick up trash. And they get a little Trash Ranger pin. So that's really, really cool. And then, of course, I don't want to forget about NIMI. NIMI has always been an in-kind sponsor. Anytime I need something, I call them up, and they're always willing and able to help out with whatever I have going on. And, of course, our food trucks, like I told you, I am going to have lemonade, but I'm also going to have, like I said, Papo's Eats and Treats, lemonade, Whole Food donuts. I'm going to have some tacos and some Mexican food. So come out, guys.
Absolutely.
Come out early and stay late.
Satisfy your sweet tooth and meat tooth.
And come watch some of these competitions. It's going to be fun. And listen to the great music.
Yeah, check out all the bands. Definitely, you don't want to miss the folklorico dancing.
No.
The beautiful dresses, the pageantry, the tradition that's steeped in that. Especially if you've never seen it before, then go see it for your first time. It's I don't care if you're a fan of the music or not, just to see the dancing.
The pageantry is so beautiful.
Yeah,
when they start out with those little bitty kids that are like 4 or 5 years old and they're learning how to do these steps,
Yeah, it's well, to me with the dresses, everything, it's almost like fireworks show without fireworks. You know what I mean? Like the colors, the swirlings, it's all very much that popping out and just
the makeup and the hair, and it's all just beautiful. I think Roswell is very fortunate to have them. We're also very fortunate to have to have the New Mexico Youth Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they come out and they help clean up.
They very much have servants and help out there.
They're
and
great
serve
servants
and help,
for the city of Roswell and great citizens. And I'm always looking forward to see what they're going to do with the rest of their lives, because they've come here, some of them with troubled lives, and leave from here as strong individuals with goals.
Yep.
And that's important.
They are definitely giving solid foundations, these young men and women.
And so a big shout out and thank you to Ms. Peggy Seski, who is the market manager, who has run it with a iron fist.
That's right. She's very efficiently been running for years. Yeah.
And you know, Mike, that farmer's market on its own has grown from a few tents here and there to almost 30 or 40.
Yeah.
And they're making homemade bread. They're making burritos.
If you haven't had a chance about the farmers market on Saturdays, you're missing out. So you got a few Saturdays left, not many.
Actually,
but, two more left.
Let's see. It's October 11th is the last.
That's so we got about 2 or 3 more Saturdays here.
So don't miss out.
And then of course the grand finale will be during the jazz festival and all that stuff too, which we'll talk a little bit more to. Yeah. But yeah, so this Saturday, Chili Fest really starts at 7 a.m. with the farmers market at 7.
And goes all the way till 9.
And it goes till 9 o'clock Saturday night, live music. If you go to Main Street Roswell's website, you can kind of see the different bands and kind of see
you can call me.
The timeline stuff there.
I still have room I don't have any more room for food trucks, but I do have room for vendors.
Okay.
So if you do woodwork, you know what I'm saying, many of them farmers markets do food. So they do cookies and they do bread.
Baked goods and what have you. Yeah.
Baked goods, embroidery, kids' clothes. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. So if you still are thinking, you know what, I am part of farmers market, I just think I want to stay for the festival itself. Just stay later and join us. But if you've never done it, give me a call. It may not be too late. So
absolutely.
And you can call us at, of course, my phone number is 575-914-8070.
Okay.
Or you can look us up on Facebook or on our website, which is mainstreetroswell.org.
Very good. And join us here Saturday. Come start with the produce and stay for the dancing and the music and the eating and the celebrating and the shopping and everything else.
Let's celebrate our heritage,
yeah,
you guys.
Absolutely. And of course, I'm going to take a stab that some of the downtown merchants will probably have some sales going on.
Oh, yeah.
In conjunction with Chili Fest, too. So while you're out and about, don't forget to walk up and down Main Street
overflow,
there.
Just come down Main Street, see what's going on.
And don't forget some of them side streets, too. Go down 3rd Street, go down to Richardson, go check out some of those, Virginia, rather. Just check out some of the parallel streets, too, and shop there,
if you're into rocks, there's a couple of rock stars there. Don James on the corner of 2nd and Main.
Those are a little more expensive rocks.
Well, they are a little bit different, for sure. When they have those geodes and they open them up, those are really,
they're cool. They got all kinds
very
of stuff.
interesting. And then, of course, we have a brand new business that opened up on Main Street that is a disc golf shop. And I understand it's a virtual disc golf.
Okay. They got
so if you want to practice on how to
kind of like they have Top Golf, where it's like but this is for disc golf.
But this is for disc golf.
Okay.
And of course the toy museum, the UFO toy museum. If you've not been in there, they've got some great toys.
Yeah, there's a couple museums in a few blocks there. The Historical Society there. You can always go. The Miniatures Museum's right there too.
Right.
And then of course, like you said, downtown here, the Toy Museum as well.
That's right.
Too,
and then you have Bricktown, which has
Bricktown right there.
Bricktown has. So our town is looking great. Come out and see it.
Absolutely. And then, of course, while you're there, grab you some chili cheese burgers or chili cheese stew and then please sign up for the green chili stew contest or the jalapeno or ice cream eating contest. Go to the website for
pecan. You got to beat my pecan pie.
Pecan pie contest too.
Yeah.
You'll find the sign up forms at Main Street Roswell.
Sure. And
website.
You can just call me if you want to get one early. You can call me today or tomorrow, and I'll get one to you. Or you can try and pick it up, but just make plans to be there.
And that way, at least know the rules and stuff and what your turning requirements are and all that, what they're asking for.
Because we basically want you to cook it, bring it in a crock pot already hot.
Gotcha.
We hook it up.
No prep on site.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
and then
because that's where you have to get into permits and all kinds of different worlds there. So this way, it's here's your. This is not for the public; it's for the judges, kind of things. But
so
anyway,
we're going to get some
rules
real connoisseurs of people that know how to test a green chili.
And I'd be very curious, like, to see if people like the hotness level, because it's green chili stew, and so you got to expect some hot. But if we're in a judging situation, do you want to turn it up, or do you want to maybe back it off a bit? What's the logic there? I don't know.
I know, but it's really fun to taste all of them.
Absolutely.
They are so
But that'd be my
good.
quandary, because I'm like, some judges are like, no, the hotter the better, and then others are going to be like, no, I don't mind a little hot, but I want to taste my food. You know what I mean? So I tend to like, I don't mind a hot, but I don't want it so hot that I don't taste food.
Right. You want to be able to.
So I'm kind of.
You don't want to burn your taste buds.
Yeah.
How's that? Completely off.
Yeah.
But this is, more for amateurs, amateur home cooks. So a lot of times restaurants do not compete in this.
Sure.
It's mainly homegrown, homemade green chili.
This is like grandma's secret recipe stuff.
That's
this is
right.
what we're talking. And I'm sorry, restaurants, y'all can make some good stuff, but you ain't competing against grandma. It's just not gonna happen.
No, and I'm a cooler weather person.
Yeah.
And these foods are my favorite.
Yeah. I'm a big chicken and dumplings guy, and when it gets
that
cold like
sounds
this,
really good.
yeah, I love that one. So
So
green
anyway,
chili
guys,
chicken and dumplings.
So come out and join us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun day. It is only a one-day event this year.
From 7 a.m. till
from
9
7
p.m.
a.m.
all
to
day
9,
Saturday.
All day Saturday. Come out and join us.
Absolutely. And any questions, Main Street Roswell on Facebook, or go to Main Street Roswell, or call or
call Barbara, 575-914-8017. And the next time I come, we're going to be talking Christmas already.
I know. It'll be that time.
It's already that time.
This is the season. Well, thank you very much, Barbara.
Thank you, Mike.
I'll let you go get ready for Chili Fest, because there's a lot of more fires to stomp out. So we'll do that.
a lot of moving parts.
So thank you, Barbara,
Mike.
and we'll see you here next time.
Thank you.
She'll be in her Santa hat.
Already.
Or Grinch hat. I'm not sure.
I like
one or
Grinch
the other. All right, it is 8:41. Let's pause for news. Your Chaves County Sports quick break as well. Don't go away.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Sorello. Artesia City Council this week, busy agenda. The council approved a land swap agreement with the school board. In the deal, the board will get property at Roberts Park for the site of a new school. And once the school is built, the existing Roselawn School property will then be given back to the city. After that, Mayor John Henry said he would like to have a discussion regarding motorized scooters in Artesia. He says citizens have complained to him about the safety concerns of the motorized scooters. No action was taken. Other council news, the city's infrastructure director says the 26th Street project is on track to be finished by the end of next month. The current phase is working on 26th from Grand to Washington. The next phase of the project will move to the area between Washington and Ray. And the council has also approved moving trick-or-treating in Artesia from October 31st to November 1st. This is due to the Bulldogs football game on Halloween. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. Got some volleyball scores from last night. Goddard goes on the road and beats Clovis by a 3-0 count, 25-11, 25-12, 25-18. So the Rockets looking pretty good, 6-1 on the season. Clovis is 4-5. Goddard plays at Hobbs next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, Roswell is in need of a victory. The Coyotes are surprisingly only 1-9. They'll be playing Albuquerque High and Piedra Vista on Saturday in a tournament. Albuquerque High is 8-2. Meanwhile, NMMI sweeps past Loving last night by a 3-0 count. NMMI will be hosting Hondo tomorrow at 5 o'clock. No scores from the Dexter and Hagerman matches from last night, but Gateway Christian on Monday knocked off Tatum 3-1. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
A meteorologist, Jennifer Naramore, with your Pecos Valley weather. Dry weather in the forecast of the near term. Our next storm system is starting to head in by Friday night and into the weekend. Abundant sunshine area-wide for today, and our high temperatures are right around 85 degrees. Clear for the overnight hours, our low upper 50s to near 60. We're into the upper 80s to near 94 tomorrow with a mix of clouds and sun. Stray thunderstorms Friday night, more scattered storms Saturday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
all across America. This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. Wall Street may call a timeout to this year's stock rally, according to Bloomberg News, because some of the hottest stocks have been falling slightly now for a couple of days. A market analyst who said yesterday that the market wants to keep rising now says, well, maybe tech stocks are a little overpriced, and this might go on for a couple of days. But he says as it stands, the S&P 500 is still almost 3% higher for this month. Nexstar Media Group says it's evaluating whether to bring Jimmy Kimmel back to the local TV stations around the country that Nexstar owns. AutoZone's profits fell, but they say they'll keep opening new stores and AutoZone stock rose. T-Mobile, formerly Sprint, gave back some recent gains. T-Mobile's stock market value is now higher than Verizon's and AT&T's. CNBC says more Americans feel stuck in their job because hiring is slow, but Korn Ferry Recruiting says Gen Z workers are adaptable and tech-savvy, and that should help them in job searches. Sales of newly built homes rose, and Cotality property data says rents for single-family homes are rising more slowly and seem to be cooling off. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
The 2025 Eastern New Mexico State Fair is here, September 29th through October 4th at the fairgrounds in Roswell. 6 days of boot stomping fun at the happiest place on dirt. It all starts with a special carnival preview Friday and Saturday, September 26th and 27th. Then get ready for the biggest parade in southeastern New Mexico, Monday beginning at 10 a.m. Gates open at noon for a week jam-packed with fun for everyone. Daily shows including extreme illusions and escapes and the mythical creatures. All your favorite foods including Caribbean and Sarah's Mediterranean. Arts and crafts, livestock shows, rodeos, live entertainment from bands Austin Van, Mickey Cruz, and more. And closing out Saturday morning, the Junior Livestock Sale starting at 9 a.m. Log on to enmsf.com for the fair book with everything you need to know. The 2025 Eastern New Mexico State Fair, September 29th through October 4th at the fairgrounds in Roswell. And paid for by Roswell Lodgers Tax.
So where do you find hope? Our world seems to have just a little bit of hope right now. Colossians 1 reads, "The faith and love that spring from the hope stored up for you in heaven." The only eternal hope comes from the saving grace that Jesus offers, which results in the hope of heaven. We get a taste of the promise of heaven now, so we can have hope in the future. An old hymn has these words, "My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. His oath, his covenant, his blood supports me in the whelming flood. When all around my soul gives way, he then is all my hope and stay." What a great song, and what a great message. I hope you'll join us as we try to find hope in what God has done.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Check out some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select jars of Classico pasta sauces are 2 for $5, and select boxes of Food Club cake mixes are 97 cents each. In produce, 6-ounce containers of blackberries, blueberries, or raspberries are 2 for $4. In the meat department, family packs of 80% lean fresh ground beef are $4.29 a pound, and family packs of fryer drumsticks or thighs are 99 cents a pound. These are just some of the savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Attention high school students and parents. Now is the time to make your plans to come visit the most affordable university in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University. ENMU is hosting our annual high school open house preview day on Saturday, October 18th. Come learn about scholarships, discover majors, talk with current students and faculty, and win some great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success That's what we're
Bush
about.
Appliance presents Adventures with Spinal Tap.
Now this Maytag right here, this is something very special. If you can see, look close. The numbers, they all go to 11.
Oh, yeah.
Look
okay.
right across the board.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, most go to 10, exactly.
So does this mean it's better?
Well, it's one better, isn't it? It's not 10.
Okay.
You see, most blokes will be cleaning at 10 all the way up. You're on 10. Where do you go from there?
I don't know.
Well, nowhere. Nowhere's where you go. So what we do at Bush Appliance, we want the extra little push over the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we do?
You put it up to 11.
We put it up to 11, exactly.
So why doesn't Maytag just make 10 better and make that be the top number and make that one just a little bit better?
Well, these Maytags go to 11.
This has been Adventures in Spinal Tap, brought to you by Bush Appliance. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need the most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Summertime is the right time to move on into the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop. The Cow is an authorized handy quilter long-arm dealer. They make their own quilts, shirts, and rope bowls right at the Cow. Come in and check out all the summer fabrics plus stellar fabrics for our interstellar travelers. The Cow has brother sewing machines with warranties on sale now, and they can fix and perform maintenance on all brands. So log on to RoswellQuilting.com to order. The Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell. Want to know how? Come see the Cow.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his brand new roof, tear off the shingles and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. Ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
It's too bad the Eastern New Mexico State Fair doesn't have a category for weeds, because with all the rain we've had, they'd be giving out lots of blue ribbons. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. We have powerful products to get rid of the hardiest weeds, and most important, we can tell you exactly how and when to use them to get the job done. Yeah, this year's weeds are certainly impressive, but at least they're green.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Men are 6 times more likely to be struck by lightning than women. That's because men are 6 times more likely to wear a tinfoil hat in a thunderstorm. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 8:54. Got a few minutes here before news at the top of the hour. Stay tuned next hour, about 9:15 or so. We're going to have folks joining us tonight at the Liberty. There's a big event called Women in Business, a networking event And that's going to be happening tonight at the Liberty, beginning at 5:30 p.m. And we'll talk actually, it's October 9th. It's coming down the road here. It's not tonight. It's October 9th. But we'll talk a little bit more about that with these ladies here next hour. It's October 9th. I just realized I was thinking it was tonight for some reason. No, it's October 9th there. But they'll join us next hour to chit-chat about that. Hey, today, though, for folks not aware, great organization, Food Not Bombs, on Thursdays and Sundays, they serve meals here out at Pioneer Plaza, right across from the Chaves County Courthouse lawn. And every Thursday at 4 p.m. and then every Sunday at 1 o'clock, weather permitting, of course, and, others, but that's how they normally are out there serving food. So they get food and just come eat. It done, no questions, just come eat. They've been doing it for a while now. Well, today at 4 o'clock, if folks come out there, if you know any homeless folks that are in need of getting an ID, to get ID so they can start paperwork to get, stop being homeless and doing some of that stuff. Today at 4 o'clock, when they're serving, Jocelyn's going to have folks out there helping to fill out the MVD forms that you need to fill out to get your ID so they can start, tapping into benefits, tapping into resources to stop being homeless. So they're going to be doing that today at 4 o'clock. Like they normally do, serving food and everything else. But if you know someone that needs that ID, they're homeless, and they can help them navigate through that so they can get their ID. So, hey, we can start getting your life established and getting you off the streets and into your own foundation home and things like that. So, again, that'll be today at 4 o'clock. And they do it every Thursday at 4 o'clock, every Sunday at 1. And if you know someone needs a ride, because not everybody can make it there, please call them. They will make arrangements to get picked up or something like that. Reach out at 575-624-6766. Again, 575-624-6766. Hey, Jocelyn.
Hey, Mike. So that number, it's a dial a ride through Roswell Transit.
Okay, very good.
So they can actually call that number and the bus will come pick them up.
And take them to Pioneer Plaza.
Take them to Pioneer Plaza, and then you just have to go to the bus station and it'll take you back home.
Very good. With your full belly.
Yeah. So,
you guys do it every Thursday and every Sunday, 4 o'clock on Thursdays, 1 o'clock on Sundays.
Yep. And today we're doing, like you said, the IDs.
Yes.
So we can get people kind of established, getting that going.
And I'm sure, like, if you can't make it today, but you come Sunday and
Sunday
ask,
we'll do it too.
They'll help you, or at least put you in touch with who you got to do and all that.
So I have that.
And we're doing it today, but ideally, any Thursday or Sunday,
anytime. If we have paperwork, we can.
Yeah,
we can
help
do it.
Fill it out, get that going, and hopefully maybe get it to a situation where we can get you into a home, or at least get you a residence.
That kind of started because we're trying to do the voting. That's coming up, and to get our citizens out there to vote, you have to register, and in order to register, you got to have an ID.
Got to have a place to live,
so
have an address.
Yeah, so that's a big part of it. We're trying to get them, so people out on our community that want to be able to have a voice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they can vote too.
So if you want more information, please come out at 4 o'clock today.
Hang out.
And
should be nice. Should be nice. Come eat and hang out with us and see what we do.
And I'm not gonna lie. The thanks to the generosity of a lot of people, you eat well at one of those events.
Yes, some of our meals are out of this world. I mean, we come back for seconds and thirds. So,
it's there's always so please come and it's again, no questions, no you don't have to show anything, bring any. Now if you want to get the IDs filled out, any paperwork that can help us do that would be useful. But short of that, if you're hungry, just come on and eat and everything else. But again, that'll be today at 4 o'clock. Right again, Pioneer Plaza down here, right across from the Chaves County Courthouse lawn. Also, don't forget on Sunday is the Roswell Literacy Council's 2025 Knowledge Bowl. It's this Sunday. It's going to be from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Joy Center, 1822 North Montana. Team entry fee is $100 per team, and you can have a team of up to 5 players. If you have a school team, like a high school or middle school, or I guess even elementary school team, they can enter for free. They love to get some youth that compete in the Knowledge Bowl here. Check-in time will be at 1:45 on Sunday. The competition will start promptly at 2 p.m. And then, of course, all the proceeds from the event are going to the Roswell Literacy Council for them to keep providing the free services they provide to help people become literate, get their GEDs or even their U.S. citizenship. But again, it'll be this Sunday, 2 to 4. If you have any questions or anything, you can contact the Roswell Literacy Council at 575-625-1369. Again, 575-625-1369. It's a lot of fun. I've done it years past, and it's a lot of fun. And I recommend you build your team. Get a history buff. You get a sports, pop culture, and kind of mix it up. And that way, you're kind of covering all bases. Get a young one in there too to get the more pop culture things that us older folks don't know on. So, but that's going to be this Sunday. It's a lot of fun, and help them out and have a good time doing it. And the Cowboys don't play till Sunday night, so you're all right there. All right, it is 9 o'clock. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We will be back on the other side of news. Don't go away.
Breaking news this hour at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The widow of one of the victims in the mid-air collision near Reagan National Airport in D.C. earlier this year is suing both the government and American Airlines. Attorney Bob Clifford says American had previous exposure to near misses at Reagan.
They nevertheless allowed their customers to be exposed to the dangers associated with those near misses.
More than 60 people died when American Flight 5342 was struck by a military helicopter January 29th. Some federal workers could find themselves out of a job for good if there's a government shutdown at the end of the month. Bracing for what Republicans have labeled the Schumer shutdown, the White House is now telling agencies to prepare for large-scale firings. Tax expert Lauren Stewart with Americans for Prosperity says the only reason Democrats are refusing to pass a so-called clean CR, that one would continue status quo spending and avoid a government shutdown, is because they hope that shutdown will make Republicans look bad.
Number one, the reason that they're asking for anything is that Republicans in both chambers put forth a clean CR simply to keep the government open. This is the same exact bill that Democrats voted for just 4 months ago.
That is Lauren Stewart with Americans for Prosperity. Did former National Security Advisor John Bolton have government papers in his possession in violation of the law? We get a closer look at that story from correspondent Donna Warder.
According to court filings unsealed this week, multiple documents seized by federal agents from the office of former National Security Advisor John Bolton are labeled classified, confidential, and secret, and appear to be about weapons of mass destruction, national strategic communication, and the U.S. mission to the United Nations. Many of the documents contain partial or full redactions.
And that report from correspondent Donna Warder. More from townhall.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
To Mexican officials.
The map was found by a librarian in New Mexico. There was a special ceremony at the consulate in Albuquerque this week. The Villa de Santa Fe map had been part of Mexico's archives until it was discovered missing in 2011. The map shows the Spanish province of Nuevo Mexico, including locations of rivers and Spanish settlements. Historians talked about the significance of the map, saying it provided key documentation of the Camino Real, a 600-mile route that once served as a lifeline between Mexico City and Santa Fe. John Scott reporting.
Starbucks is closing hundreds of U.S. and Canadian stores and laying off some 900 non-retail employees. That's so it can focus resources on its turnaround plan. The Seattle coffee giant says it's closing stores that don't seem to have a path toward financial stability. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. A former French president found guilty on a key charge but acquitted of others in a case regarding Libya.
A court in Paris has found former French President Nicolas Sarkozy guilty on a key charge. But the court has also acquitted Sarkozy of other charges in his trial for the alleged illegal financing of his 2007 presidential campaign with money from Libya. The court is still detailing its ruling and hasn't immediately sentenced Sarkozy.
That's correspondent Andrew Stewart. The U.S. economy expanded at a surprising 3.8% rate from April through June. That's a dramatic upgrade of the government's previous estimate of second quarter GDP growth. U.S. jobless claims applications fell to their lowest level in 2 months last week, down by 14,000 to a total of 218,000. The 4-week average declined by 2,750. You'll find more of these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres Inviernos.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday.
Ah, yes.
We made it to Thursday.
The penultimate day of the week.
Sunny out. It's nice. Actually, today's kind of a nice day. Temperature-wise, it'll be mid-80s and sunny, and looks pretty clear at the moment. I know this weekend might get some rainage, but not so much now.
Yeah, this morning was the first morning where getting into and out of the car, I'm like, oh, we might need to start thinking about jackets here pretty soon.
These 50s, yeah. 50s overnight lows in the 50s is nice. I think we are going to hit the 60s again here this weekend, but yeah.
It's like one last frost before winter's over. We have to have one last heat wave before.
This is true.
Before summer finally taps out.
But yeah, we'll be talking frost here in a couple weeks, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Mid-October.
See, this is where having Jim Gill would help.
Yes,
because Jim always he knew that, and I think it's
some kind of weed that shows up.
It's 6 weeks after the broomweed blooms. When the broomweed blooms in Roswell, 6 weeks after that, you can expect your first frost.
What's a broomweed?
I have no idea. I think it's the majority of the weed that you see out in the undeveloped area. I think it's that brownish weed. I think that's it. I'm guessing it's a weed that looks like a broom.
That one would think.
Right.
But,
See, this is where Jim it would be help, for him to be here so we could ask follow-up questions. Because, I remember that fact.
Right. But now I'm like, I don't recall seeing a weed that looks like a broom.
You know who we need to talk to is John.
Yes.
He's the one who was bestowed the knowledge, the wand of knowledge. Or I guess Ben technically was.
Passing the Shazam thing or whatever it is. He's Shazam now.
That move. Okay, so we had an unexpected moment with that movie.
Yeah.
Shazam.
The first one or
the very first one? Okay. Yeah. Now I had never actually sat and watched it before, and the first time I had sat to watch it was via HBO in a hotel room.
Okay.
So we didn't have the opportunities to pause or rewind. And we were all talking about, taking a break and going and grabbing something to eat or whatever. We're like, let's hold on. Let's not take, first we can't take a break. So we have to, rent it after that. But then came the scene where the Shazam character, he's finally starting to kind of like embrace his powers and the coolness of it. And the scene where he goes, hands, lightning from my hands, lightning from my hand. The entire room, we just cried laughing. It was one of the funniest moments of our friendship, and so yeah, that was a bonding moment.
Oh, nice! Oh, Shazammed,
lightning with my hands.
Why I kind of a cool part about it, like the movie, was actually one of the actors in it. I don't know his name. I apologize, but he is the actor that plays the dad of the little foster family.
Oh, okay.
That actor. I don't know his name, but the reason I like him is because he was in The Walking Dead.
Okay.
He was, and here's how he wasn't an actor on The Walking Dead. He was like part of the production crew. He was like some kind of fetcher, assistant producer, grip, or like he was not an actor.
Right.
And I guess he somehow he got in the great, whatever, and he ended up acting in Walking Dead. And his character then became an integral part of the show.
Right.
And now he was part of the cast of The Walking Dead. So really that Shazam movie is like his first acting gig that's not, him working for Walking Dead.
Was it John Glover?
I don't know. If I saw his face, I'd know
this
him.
gentleman right here in the middle.
No.
Okay.
No,
I honestly can't remember who played the dad in that movie.
He's a younger, I think he's Polynesian.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that, though. He might just be Hispanic. But I thought he was...
Was it Cooper Andrews?
I don't know his name. I'd have to see his face.
This guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's him.
Cooper Andrews is his name.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember the rest. There's a lot of that movie that's kind of a blur.
Yeah. But yeah, he plays like the foster dad or whatever, the family, real nice guy kind of thing. Yeah. And that's kind of his MO in the Walking Dead character. He's that lovable dude that, he can, he's a big warrior and can, do damage. But he's like this lovable dude that you just want to root for,
What do they say? The badass with the heart of gold?
There you go. Yeah, that's him. So, anyway, that's why I kind of like that Shazam, because I'm like, oh, that guy's in it. I liked him. He was always one of my favorites in Walking Dead.
That movie to me was like, what if big, but also with butt kicking?
Right. It is. It's kind of that way. All you need is a, what was it, Zamfam? What was that name of that stupid machine?
They got
not Zamfir. That's the pan flute guy.
He's the pan flute guy. Zoltan.
Zoltan. That's what.
That and a roll-out piano from an FAO Schwartz, and you got yourself a flick.
The fortune secrets of the pan flute.
Yeah, you put a quarter in Zamfir, I don't know what's going to happen.
I hope we get a song.
Probably some wild pan flute. Yeah.
This is Smoke on the Water with the pan flute.
K-Town Records presents. That's if you remember the K-Tel Records.
Oh, I do.
So you do. But I'm saying if you do that, if you remember the K-Tel Records commercials, my next question to you is, how are your knees? How's your back?
That's right. Oh, I went down a rabbit hole a couple months ago, all about that, and I got into Freedom Rock. I got into
Hey man,
yeah, turn it up, man. Freedom Rock. I got into the Pure Moods.
Oh God.
There was the
Dive.
I feel like there was also like a
okay, real quick though. You know what got me about Pure Moods? Like right in the middle of Pure Moods was a techno remix of the X-Files. Like, why is this here?
Because X-Files was big at the time.
Sure. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, sail away, sail away.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the?
Because it was a popular song at the time with the X-Files song. And that's
yeah,
why.
but we need to
like I feel like if it was 15 or 20 years earlier, there'd be like a lot of Herbie Hancock in there. know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The other one was the Pure Funk album.
Oh, yeah.
I loved that one. You know, that was one of my favorites. Matter of fact, I bought that album.
Did you really?
I owned the Pure Funk album on cassette tape.
The one that permeated my childhood was Monster Ballads.
Oh, yeah, Monster Ballads. I think I had that on tape, too, somewhere. Monster Ballads.
Featuring Extreme.
You know, and
Mr. Big.
And those died off, and that's when the Now That's What I Call Music things started showing up.
Which,
and
by
Kids Bop 37 and all
they
those.
still put those out.
Do they?
There's like a Now That's What I Call Volume 87
Really?
or something. Yeah, it's all the stuff.
The current hits or current whatever's trending on charts.
A lot of like Benson Boone on there, you know, some Almost Monday.
Well, I know there's so much Timberlake in those first ones.
Oh my gosh. I had number one.
Did you?
And I remember the first song on number one.
Yeah.
And that song was I Wanna Fly Away. Yeah. From literally the name just left my head.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz. But that album also had Flagpole Sitta on it.
Okay.
By I can't remember the name of the band on that one, but the paranoia, everybody's coming to get me. It was of its time. There's a Janet Jackson song on there.
Oh.
It was. I mean,
Timberlake that'd have been around that time.
Timberlake didn't they didn't pop through until like five. Like that's what I call music.
All the Timberlakes showed up.
And back then it was like every year. Like you didn't get them like every 6 months or like 4 months like they're doing now.
Yeah.
You know,
well, music's changing. 6 months is a whole eternity in the music world.
It is ever changing. Yeah, I was watching a whole retrospective on TRL the other day.
Yeah,
it's amazing to me how crazy we used to get.
You know what? I saw a thing on. Was it like Dark Side of the '90s or one of those? Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, on TRL, and how it went to this big. Basically, they just entirely screwed up Times Square because of the crowds and everything. It was kind of interesting.
They shut it down on the day, especially if you had like like an NSYNC there or like God forbid a Britney Spears.
Yeah, it really and it really spoke to, you know, really especially in the 80s and 90s, MTV's really fly by the seat of their pants style broadcasting. They were very, you know, now it's very corporatized, but back then it was not.
What really got me about that TRL thing was it showed the original, like one of the original openings for TRL, and it showed a teenager running to a phone on the wall. That I think was even like a rotary phone. Like it was like, and she was like running excitedly to pick up the phone on the wall, the kitchen wall. I'm like, boy, that's a flashback.
At least give him a cordless phone. Come
with
on.
The 17-foot cord.
They had cordless phones by the time TRL was on.
Yeah, they did. But that was like the opening shot was like her running to and grabbing the phone that was on the wall. I'm like, ooh.
I imagine if you watch any video, like I would imagine, I haven't seen it in a minute, so maybe I need to do is go like watch like Parents Just Don't Understand or Will Smith and just see the technology that's in there called Mommy and see it's all just antiquated stuff.
Okay, here's the situation. No, it is. You'll go back and you'll see like they'll have like the Motorola StarTAC cell phones and being all like fancy because they can flip it closed.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. So that's how I can tell how old a movie is. Like, look at the cell phones. It's like, look at they're using the old Nokias. This movie's old.
The funniest thing to me is that part of history where we were slowly making phones smaller, and the joke was, hello. But then you look at our bricks that we carry in our pockets today,
and now they're like, get we call it a phablet.
Yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, that's a terrible name for a product.
It's right up there with tummy cape.
Ew. Just ew.
On that note. Yes, let's get our hour going. Here in just a few minutes, we'll get you up to date with the weather. Shortly thereafter, we're going to be joined by Barbara Yell, Kim Perry, and Ruby Ortin, talking about the Women in Business, a networking event that's going to be happening at the Liberty on October 9th. And we will talk about all that's on tap and planned and invite you, ladies and supporter of Ladies in Business, to be a part of the event. So,
absolutely.
So that's coming up here in just a bit. And thereafter, we'll get you updated with news. We'll try to work in that Cowboys report, et cetera, so on and so forth. All right, 9:18. Here's your weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Dry weather in the forecast of the near term. Our next storm system is starting to head in by Friday night and into the weekend. Abundant sunshine area-wide for today, and our high temperatures are right around 85 degrees. Clear for the overnight hours, our low upper 50s to near 60. We're into the upper 80s to near 94 tomorrow with a mix of clouds and sun. Stray thunderstorms Friday night, more scattered storms Saturday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
Thank you, Jennifer. Currently 62 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 65%. Winds currently out of the north at 5 miles per hour. Nice day today. Sunny, 84. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies will be clear. Overnight low of 58 degrees with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. A little bit warmer for you Friday. Sunny, 88 for a high tomorrow. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as Jennifer was mentioning, those clouds are going to start rolling in Friday night. Here in Roswell, they're not talking about rain as of right now, but mostly cloudy Friday night, overnight low of 62, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, we are looking at a 30% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, 82 for a high on Saturday. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our chance of rain bumps up to 40% for Saturday night, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 60. We're also looking at a 40% chance of rain on Sunday, possibly a chance of a thunderstorm as well. Partly cloudy, 79 for a high on Sunday. That Sunday night, we're looking at a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy and 58. And then Monday, day one of the Eastern New Mexico State Fair and Fair Parade, there is a 20% chance at afternoon showers, otherwise partly cloudy with highs near 80. So temp-wise, that's good. We can do without the rain, though, but we'll see. Maybe it's just a quick one. Just a little one in between things. It'll be all right. All right, 9:20. We're going to take about a 3-minute break here, and then we will talk with the ladies talking about the Women's Business Network event. Don't go away. That's up next.
Attention high school students and parents. Now is the time to make your plans to come visit the most affordable university in the Southwest, Eastern New Mexico University. ENMU is hosting our annual high school open house preview day on Saturday, October 18th. Come learn about scholarships, discover majors, talk with current students and faculty, and win some great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Oh, Coach, question for you over here.
Coach, can you talk about the latest trade rumors?
Absolutely. Right now, you can get big money for your trade at Roswell Ford.
Start your season with a win at Roswell Ford. Right now, we need trades. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. With 0% APR and no payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit with great terms, with good credit, no credit, or even if your credit is less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings, more for your trade, and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $28.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
The 2025 Eastern New Mexico State Fair is here, September 29th through October 4th at the Fairgrounds in Roswell. 6 days of boot stomping fun at the happiest place on dirt. It all starts with a special carnival preview Friday and Saturday, September 26th and 27th. Then get ready for the biggest parade in southeastern New Mexico, Monday beginning at 10 a.m. Gates open at noon for a week jam-packed with fun for everyone. Daily shows including extreme illusions and escapes and the mythical creatures. All your favorite foods including Caribbean and Sarah's Mediterranean. Arts and crafts, livestock shows, rodeos, live entertainment from bands Austin Van, Mickey Cruz, and more. And closing out Saturday morning, the Junior Livestock Sale starting at 9 a.m. Log on to enmsf.com for the fair book with everything you need to know. The 2025 Eastern New Mexico State Fair, September 29th through October 4th at the Fairgrounds in Roswell. And paid for by Roswell Lodgers Tax.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly.
At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. You burn more calories sleeping than you do watching television. For the ultimate workout, fall asleep in front of the TV. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 24 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning, we have Kim Perry, Barbara Yell, and Ruby Ortine joining us in studio this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
In unison, everything. See,
Yeah.
we're starting fabulous. Thank you guys for getting up, coming in, and joining us this morning. Of course, this is the 9 o'clock hour. Usually, you have to say that to apologize to the 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, you have to be here at 7 o'clock. But thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
To put onto people's radar, if you haven't heard about this, coming up on October 9th at the Liberty, they're going to have a Women in Business, a networking event. This is an event that you guys have put together, and I'm pretty sure it kind of sounds a lot like what the title says. This is an opportunity for women in business to get together, to network, to chit chat. Fellas, you're allowed to come too and support. If your spouse's business, or if you're supporting women. Everybody that wants to support women's business is got a ticket to this thing.
Correct. Exactly. The idea behind it is to get women together to support other women, and of course have men and everyone else there to support women and business.
Hey, you got to buy things, right? That's the support part.
Yeah, absolutely. We really, this is being marketed as a networking event, and the goal is really so that everybody comes and they leave with 20 new people that can be part of their network and help them grow professionally.
Absolutely. And this is really what I like about this is, especially when it comes to small business owners, you'll have a passion for the product. You'll know what it is you're selling, you probably know more about that thing than people care to want to know about it. You know what I mean? But there's other areas. You're like, how do I market it? How do I do the bookkeeping? How do I do the other ancillary stuff that comes to running the business? Let's face it, it's not that sexy, or no one, it's like restaurants. Everyone knows how to cook, but do you know how to run a restaurant?
Yep.
That's the difference between success and failure. And so this is where that opportunity, where you have people that maybe have the dream or have the widget, but don't have the know-how to put it together, or vice versa, maybe have the know-how, but lack, and maybe let's work together. Let's talk about it. Let's use that age and wisdom thing, where younger women that are new into business can learn to more experienced women that can say, hey, when I was your age, I screwed this up, screwed this up, screws this up. Don't do that. Do this. You know what I mean? And that's really what this, and vice versa. Folks have been doing it 100 years. Sometimes it's nice to get your batteries charged by meeting people full of energy. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And kind of getting reminded, oh, yeah, I used to think like that.
Absolutely. And we're going to have some great motivational speakers, which I think is key because of that reason. There are going to be some young people in there that are starting businesses, or there are going to be some folks that have been doing it for a long time that might need a little pick-me-up.
Sure.
And our downtown businesses definitely need that. They need the support that Roswell folks always say they want to do, but then they don't, or they forget to get out there and do it.
Well, that's that's human nature. We we should do this, and we'd come up with all these grandiose ideas, and then when it's time to execute, we're like, well, and so this is kind of putting rubber meets the road type thing, and saying, we talk about it, let's talk about it, but let's take the next steps to see what we can do to make this come to fruition, and talk about that it's kind of like Liberty, and of course, is down with Main Street and the Main Street Quarter, Main Street businesses, and they have a networking thing. And this is kind of, you're trying to establish with, hey, in our community, we have women-owned businesses that, hey, just because, you're in the food industry, and over here we're in sales of candles or whatever, or, we're running an oil company over here, whatever that, just because the businesses are different doesn't mean we don't share the same end game.
Yep, we all have the same goal.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of what this is about, right?
Yes, this was Ruby's dream and idea, and that is why.
That's your brainchild.
Yeah. She wanted to put this together.
What's the purple, in the purple blow up, they had the, you had one of those.
Exactly. A little moment. I know, I'm really excited for this event. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while.
Sure.
And so Josh, I really appreciate him letting me run with this idea. And I'm really also very thankful for both of these ladies that are here with me today. We have so much fun planned for the night. We have, we're with the tickets. This is not only a night about networking, but it's also a night about giving back.
Sure.
So the part of the ticket proceeds are actually going to be donated back to local nonprofits.
Oh, great.
Including Casa Kids, Big Brothers Big Sisters, the Roswell Refuge, and Lighthouse Adoption and Foster Support.
Excellent. And I highly encourage, people in nonprofits come to this event too for that partnering network. I know a lot of times small businesses are looking, hey, now that they got to a place where the numbers are looking good and they can say, hey, I can start giving back. Mm-hmm. They like to pick those local charities and things. And so sometimes it's nice to partner with those and meet some of those. So if you're a nonprofit looking to meet some other business leaders and say, hey, yes, I would love to partner with you guys on a project. Please. Yes. This is what this event's for. It's things like that.
Help us help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. There's so much fun. I mean, we've got we're going to be having some hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and then we also have a professional photographer that's coming. She's a new woman in business here in town, starting up a new
glam it up
studio.
A little bit,
Yes, and she'll be there to take professional headshots so that everybody that is in attendance can have a headshot and take with them to help further their career.
So dress accordingly if you want that to happen.
If you want.
Remember, you are handing this picture out to people, and if they want to see in your, I drank the beers at whatever place on your T-shirt, and maybe
whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're comfortable with.
Just saying, think about this is how you're going to put yourself out in the world. Dress accordingly for that.
Yes. And then, we have Barbara, who's going to be one of our guest speakers. And so we're just really excited I'm really excited for her to share her story on how she got to where she is with Lighthouse and everywhere else in her beautiful life. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. That's what I love about it, is that chance to learn and things. And while we got you talking, for folks that aren't familiar, talk a little bit about Lighthouse and what your organization does.
Thank you. Yeah, Lighthouse is a nonprofit here in Chavez County, and it is to support foster and adoptive families.
Which they need all the support they can get. You would be angry if you look at the numbers that CASA is dealing with, the number of kids that are waiting for foster families and stuff. And even in places semi-rural as this, the numbers are staggering. It's really upsetting when you see it.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that. I
didn't
mean to cut
you're right. Yes. Yes, you're right. And yes, we partner with CASA regularly and with our local CYFD office and Big Brothers Big Sisters. And yeah, there are we are very blessed that we do have a lot of agencies here that work and support these kids, and that just this community in general is very giving. And that has been one of the things that I've seen a lot here in Roswell. And so I'm excited to speak about it and to share a little bit about my story and how we got started. But I don't know what else to say right now because I don't want to say it all right here.
Sure.
But I am honored that I got.
We don't want don't get like the whole thing. Otherwise,
we're gonna have a cliffhanger. Here's a cliffhanger.
You have to come to the event. So you have to come on October 9th to hear more.
Sure. Yeah. Just give us the teaser here, but
no.
And I would even if you're a family interested in being a foster family, come to the event and learn more, and let's start that process, and let's hear if that's your motive to come to this, please. That's a good one. Come on out and be a part of it and part of this here.
There's lots of gifts in store, so I just have to say that getting your tickets early is
to your advantage.
For sure.
Absolutely, and please come hungry, because I know whenever time the Liberty puts out food, whether it's hors d'oeuvres or full-on meal, you're eating pretty good.
Thank you.
So definitely.
Yes. So you're welcome to join us as well. You sound like a fan.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of all of these things. I can't be a women in business. I tried. They wouldn't.
Well, nowadays you might be.
I tried recently. Maybe I need to throw my hat back in that ring. But it really is a great opportunity. And so, like you said, yes, I mean, sure, we want to see female entrepreneurs come to this event and be a part of it. But it is for everyone that really if you buy, shop, or support women's business, this event is for you. Or if you're looking to do that, or if you're a nonprofit that wants to partner with other like-minded people in your organization and things, that's what this event's about. And so I'm kind of guessing, is this like a first of many type deal that we're wanting to do?
Goal. That is the goal.
Kind of make it like maybe a monthly get-together type thing, or what's like the end game you're hoping?
I mean, it would be great to do monthly get-togethers and then have one large annual event. I think that's what the outcome that we would like to see from this event. But we're going to find out how everything runs on October 9th, and this is the first of many. And
as it gains more life and more people involved, it'll catch its own wave and its entity, and it'll those, it's kind of like water it'll eventually carve its own path and it'll find its niche kind of thing.
For sure. I hope that this just continues, and I hope that it continues to grow. And I know that, one of our other speakers is coming from Lubbock, and she's, native to Roswell. And, so also all of the bios for all of our keynote speakers is on the Liberty's website.
Okay. TheLibertyInc.com.
Yes, TheLibertyInc.com.
Which, by the way, you can get tickets for this show and everything else going on at the Liberty there.
And I also have to, shout out No Fee Friday because including...
The insiders know this game, but if you don't know it, you can basically avoid some of the handling fees and just go No Fee Friday. You walk right into the Liberty office, buy whatever tickets, and you're in and out and off about your day. So,
yes, exactly. So we've got No Fee Friday, and the Women in Business tickets do apply for that as well. So
very good. Good deal. But, well, I will say, pay as much as you can because it's supporting a great organization. It's always like, well, you discount on this charity event. It's like, yeah, that's a double-edged sword. I'm trying to hurt the charity.
Sure.
But definitely come, and I mean, come ready to meet people. Come ready to just, even if you're like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I would love to see some young teenage women that have the dream, but they don't know yet, and just come and sit and be a sponge for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yes. This is actually really exciting because my guest of honor for this event is a 12-year-old girl here in the community who has quite the entrepreneurial spirit about her. And this is why I'm saying everybody needs to get their tickets, because she has gifts.
Oh.
And we're really excited to showcase her, and I'm really excited for her to be my guest of honor for the
early
night.
bird gets the worm.
Yes,
the worm's
absolutely.
way cooler than a worm this time.
Absolutely.
It's not really a worm. You want something better than
yes.
that. But yeah, it's definitely, and I love that hopefully by the end of the evening there, you're inspired, or at least you have an idea or a direction, or at least you're getting some kind of, or you find your passion. You're like, I just found it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I got it. Let's start. You got the fire lit, or whatever that is, and that's, or like you said, conversely, the other thing, maybe you've been in business for 20 years and I get it. Life runs you. I mean, if you ain't run down by life right now, you ain't doing it right.
Well, I think too, for me, I've been in business for 25 years and a mom and a wife. We manage the household and grocery shop and take care of everything. So I think it's really important that women get together, because sometimes we do get a little burnt out and we might need a little inspiration and a little motivation.
Especially when, like, your family role, they look at you to be, head cook and bottle washer.
On top of things all the time.
On that business, the house business, you know what I mean? And so you gotta, I get it. And that's, so sometimes it's, and that's the nice part too, is it's strength of numbers. When you're having your day, because we all have them, there's someone else, well, let me tell you about my day. And then, when you realize, and I'm not in this alone, and your days don't seem so bad anymore. And that's how these whole things work is,
They do.
It's
when
really good.
I first started in the business, there was a gentleman from Prime Source Mortgage back in the day, and he was kind of my accountability coach and a mentor. And I think that would be this will be a good event to maybe help some of those younger people starting in business. They can maybe look up to someone and make that connection.
Make those meetings and start our maybe little mentorships, these informal mentorships that turn into lifelong friendships, partnerships. Who knows where it leads? That's the beauty of it, is the road. That's why I love so much about, like, when you work with some of these nonprofits. Like, I imagine with Lighthouse, you meet some of these foster children, and then as the as the years go on, you start meeting them as adults in other places, and you meet them, with their own foundations and families now, and that's the win right there. Is when you have those moments to do that kind of stuff. So I don't know if if you got to experience that yet, but when it comes, it's a pretty cool deal. So that's really what it's all about. Because I know that's like my wife's a teacher. And she's now been doing it for 20. This is year 28 for her.
Oh wow!
And so she's got what she calls her grand students, if that makes sense. Where it's students of students that are now their parents and that's like kind of the cool moments for her where we're at Walmart or whatever, and they start screaming her name out, and one day we were sitting there and a police officer come up to her and it's like, "Do you remember me?" It's like, you taught me second grade 20 years ago. And it's like, wow, that's awesome. So I get that. Those are those kind of moments. I see that with my wife, not as cool as maybe some of the foster ones, but equally, hit you in the feelies.
Definitely.
It's good. But again, I'm getting off track here. October 9th, that is the date. Mark it down in your calendars. Go to thelibertyinc.com. You can get your tickets and get your spot reserved. Advantage of, come by on Fridays to take advantage of the No-Fee Friday if you want to save a few bucks there on handling and fees and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
But if not, just order right through the Liberty Inc. It'll be convenient. You can do will call or whatever, and it's pretty easy there, too.
Exactly.
So. And then while you're there, definitely check out some of the other shows. I mean, just about every week there's a concert or event going on.
Yes. And I don't know if you saw, but the Liberty just got their new dance hall permit
Yeah,
in the
I saw
city
that.
of
I just saw that
Roswell.
yesterday.
Yes, how exciting. We can start dancing
I don't
legally,
know if Josh has
I guess.
dancing schools, but I was thankful they didn't show him dancing in the picture. I was
That
like,
is confidential. Okay.
I was kind of like,
We may or may not have video of that.
Maybe we'll dance.
So
on
does that
October
mean,
9th.
I was like, now do you have to incorporate dancing on October 9th? Bring dancing.
We may dance.
We might have to.
I mean, you might be the ones that have to break in the dance floor. I'm just saying.
For sure.
That's.
Girls love a good dance party, so
Yes.
maybe.
Well, and then you have the skills to dance. I've seen fellas and you can't dance. Unless there's a woman with them showing them the way. I mean, there's a couple that think they're Fred Astaire, but they're more not. Sorry, Fred Astaire's a guy that used to dance.
I'm aware.
We know. And he probably had a woman who taught him.
Exactly.
He had a female teacher, so.
I forget the age, dude. I forget old things. It's funny. I'm just a quick side story here. I remember a couple years ago, I was interviewing some high school students about sports, I think. And I made a Back to the Future reference, the movie Back to the Future. And they literally looked at me like I was talking Chinese.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, look, I get it. It's an old, maybe you were born before this movie. But that movie's literally, like, you can't.
My son has even seen that.
Right, I'm like,
Yeah, my kids
if
know
you
what
go
it
through
is.
like the channel guide, you can almost every time one of those channels is showing one of the Back to the Future movies somewhere else. How do you not see it? But that blew me away.
Yeah.
Fred Astaire's a little bit. They don't see Fred Astaire every day, so I was like, let me clarify that one.
I'll help Ruby later on. I'll
There you
explain
go.
to her who he
You'll
is.
be your
I know.
You'll be your vintage people whisperer.
My mentor.
There you go. That's called mentorship.
That's right.
Very good. But please mark it on your calendars. October 9th. This is going to be a fun event.
Yes.
But at the same time, a very informational, and who knows, it could be the thing that leads to the thing that opens your world into your next chapter in your life. That's
For sure.
That's what we're hoping. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's about. And please, and I would love to, like we're kind of saying, hey, young people come to this thing, but I want the 20, 30 year seasoned business owners too. I want them there for perspective, to educate, to, maybe deal with the burnout fatigue side of it. Let's face it. I get that. That's, if you're running a business and especially if it's a small business and it's you and one or two employees, you run out of people to yell at it so many
and especially if you're a vendor type of entrepreneur where you might not have a mom and pop shop.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So please come one, come all, and like I said, if you're a nonprofit and looking to maybe find some new businesses and entities to partner with, might want to bring some business cards and come on out and do some meeting and greeting and networking.
I like the idea that you mentioned earlier about if they're interested in becoming foster parents coming out as well. Because
I love that.
Barbara could have some information for them as well.
I think that'd be a great idea. Come and meet Barbara here and come, learn a little bit more about it, and let's set that table, because I know for a fact there's literally a list of children right now waiting for a home, and all we're waiting for is loving families that are willing to open their space to do that. So,
yes. Thank you for reminding people.
And it's and I'm not gonna lie, it's not an easy job, but it's a great one. It's it's a hard one. You're gonna have days that are struggling, but then you're gonna have the most wonderful days. It's like it's raising kids. It's just like raising kids. I mean, some days you want to throw them out the window. Other days it's it's the most beautiful thing on the planet. It's life.
Yes,
but come out for that too. Is there any information, anything we missed, anything we wanted to cover that we just skipped over? Or?
No, I mean, doors at 5:30.
Did we ever say the time?
Yeah,
I hope
like 5:30, October 9th. Mark your calendars. Bring your business cards.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, if you want to get your professional shots for sure. Come dressed in something that you want people to see what you look like for the future. You know, I'm saying when you hand this out, trust me, as a person that's now a little bit older, there are pictures of my day that I thought were going to be really good ones. I was like, this is the jam.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, what was I?
Well, I've also been to events where something similar like this has happened, and I was not prepared. So I'm like, prepare yourselves.
This time.
Well, and I've been in real estate for 25 years, and a lot of us real estate agents do not update our headshots. So when you meet us in person, it's a little shocking.
Well, depending on the agent, if you're like, I didn't know they still had rooster tails. If it looks like my high school yearbook where all the girls have that hair like this.
I'll have to educate Ruby on that as well.
Yeah, that's true. What's funny? I actually did that like a couple years ago. I go to the high school, and literally every female, every girl in there, the hair was like out here and
Aquanet,
up here.
love the hair dryer.
Yeah. I was like, wow. I'm surprised the whole world didn't go up in flames with all this hairspray.
Exactly.
I don't know if my mom's listening, but her yearbook photos are pretty great.
Yeah.
Well, and believe it or not, I had like this big feathery, like parted hair with the.
Oh, wow.
Like in high school.
Yeah, I need to see.
I'd like to see that picture.
It went south quick. But back in the day, like I had hair, like it was a lot. It was a mess. And
my husband had a beautiful mullet in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful.
Now, mine didn't quite go mullet worthy. Like because what happened is with my hair, it curls this way once it hits a certain threshold.
You get a flip.
And then it kind of, it does a flip.
Nice.
But if it was even, it would be nice. But one goes this way and one goes that way or something like that.
I'm picturing Kenny Rogers, the Gambler album.
It was kind of, but sans beard. There was no beard then. I was bald-faced boy with a lot of feathered hair. I do kill for the feathered hair. Like I would be like, I'd so feathered it too, just like back then. I don't care if it's not fashionable. I have it. I'm feathering it. Good deal. Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
And anytime, and please keep us up to date. And as we get more of these events and more as this grows and gets bigger, please come in, keep us up to date, keep us informed, so we can help recruit new women and new people to be a part of this.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Good deal. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You do the same. Now you got to go stomp fires and do the business side of things.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I get that. If you need more time, of course, you're probably no one to report to, so never mind. I'll say because sometimes I like, hey, if you need to say I went long on you, if you need an excuse to go back to, you can use me as a fall guy for that.
I'll let Josh know.
There you go.
You'll write us a doctor.
Although Josh might be savvy to that. He might not.
Nice try, Ruby.
He might be savvy. Just warning you. You can try it, but he might be savvy. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, it is 9:47. Let us pause for news. Sorry, we have time for a Cowboys report. My apologies to non-Cowboys fans. And your SRN stock report. Don't go away.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Artesia City Council this week, busy agenda. The council approved a land swap agreement with the school board. In the deal, the board will get property at Roberts Park for the site of a new school. And once the school is built, the existing Roselawn School property will then be given back to the city. After that, Mayor John Henry said he would like to have a discussion regarding motorized scooters in Artesia. He says citizens have complained to him about the safety concerns of the motorized scooters. No action was taken. Other council news, the city's infrastructure director says the 26th Street project is on track to be finished by the end of next month. The current phase is working on 26th from Grand to Washington. The next phase of the project will move to the area between Washington and Ray. And the council has also approved moving trick-or-treating in Artesia from October 31st to November 1st. This is due to the Bulldogs football game on Halloween. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cerullo.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
But he's explaining what the goal, what the doctrine is. Talks about how the UN is wasting a fortune, how he even had guaranteed a $500 million renovation, and they end up going over budget by $5 billion. And just what waste, fraud, and abuse takes place there. The United Nations has devolved into a useless institution. Frankly, I say give it to China. Could care less at this point. But on the other hand, the president is just doing their job in their absence because they're not doing it.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Hey, it's Sean Hannity here. It's no secret. I have been very outspoken ever since I was able to save money. I've been a long-time buyer of precious metals like gold and silver. In fact, I've been purchasing them for many decades now, and I'm so glad that I have. But who do I choose to help safeguard my money? Here's the deal. I've been with the award-winning precious metals dealer, Goldco, for years now. I am a customer of Goldco, and I was frankly relieved to find a great company that I trust and that I have stuck with, and they stick with me for the long haul. They keep it simple, and they've taught me a whole lot about the value of precious metals and how they can help protect your savings. I simply want you to call, no obligation, 855-815-GOLD, or just go to HannityGold.com. They'll send you a free 2025 gold and silver kit. You'll also learn about their unlimited bonus silver offer, and you're not going to want to miss that one. Trust me. Anyway, call now, 855-815-GOLD, or just go to HannityGold.com. That's HannityGold.com today.
Hey everyone, with your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. Dak's blindside protector is left tackle Tyler Guyton, whose Sunday goes against former teammate Micah Parsons. Guyton tells you about past practice drills against Micah right after this.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
A true Dallas Cowboys fan is there for the journey and the destination. This is the season to make your journey count by flying through McAllen International Airport, the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you're flying down for McAllen's award-winning fall and holiday festivals, or you're a South Texas fan flying up to cheer the Cowboys on, make your journey as satisfying as your destination at the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. McAllen International Airport, above, beyond, at McAllenAirport.com.
A Cowboys offense that's third in the league in passing as well as total yards and has allowed just 5 sacks has a tough test Sunday night against a Packers defense that so far this year has allowed the fewest points, ranks third against the run, third in overall defense, and already has 10 sacks. And oh yeah, Micah Parsons will be motivated to show Jerry made a mistake in trading him. Cowboys left tackle Tyler Guyton will have his hands full with Micah, who Guyton says up until 4 weeks ago helped him every day at practice.
He really did help me a lot, because I kind of looked up to him for guidance, and we battled a little bit. I mean, of course, it's a familiar feeling, but he's a special player, and things that you haven't seen on tape are going to jump out, and you got to be ready for everything.
Kickoff Sunday night is 7:20 Central here on your radio home for the boys. With the Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Dry weather in the forecast of the near term. Our next storm system starting to head in by Friday night and into the weekend. Abundant sunshine area-wide for today, and our high temperatures are right around 85 degrees. Clear for the overnight hours, our low upper 50s to near 60. We're into the upper 80s to near 94 tomorrow with a mix of clouds and sun. Stray thunderstorms Friday night, more scattered storms Saturday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. Some federal workers could find themselves out of a job for good if there's a government shutdown at the end of the month. Bracing for what Republicans have labeled the Schumer shutdown, the White House is telling agencies to prepare for large-scale firings. A reduction in force would not only lay off employees, but eliminate the positions. The U.S. economy expanded at a surprising 3.8% rate from April through June. That's a dramatic upgrade from the government's previous estimate of second quarter growth. Starbucks closing hundreds of U.S. and Canadian stores, laying off some 900 non-retail employees so it can focus its resources on a turnaround plan. The Seattle coffee giant says it's closing stores that don't have a path to financial stability. U.S. jobless claims applications fell to their lowest level in 2 months last week, down by 14,000. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
So where do you find hope? Our world seems to have just a little bit of hope right now. Colossians 1 reads, "The faith and love that spring from the hope stored up for you in heaven." The only eternal hope comes from the saving grace that Jesus offers, which results in the hope of heaven. We get a taste of the promise of heaven now, so we can have hope in the future. An old hymn has these words, "My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. His oath, his covenant, his blood supports me in the whelming flood. When all around my soul gives way, he then is all my hope and stay." What a great song, and what a great message. I hope you'll join us as we try to find hope in what God has done.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Whether you're a homeowner, a landscaper, or a contractor, we all have reasons to dig. If you're planning to dig, this is just a friendly reminder that locating underground utilities is important. It's actually the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig. New Mexico Gas Company is one of the utilities that will come out free of charge to mark our underground lines up to the meter, so you'll know what's below. We're New Mexico Gas Company, and our priority is keeping you safe. That's why we're here. Learn more at nmgco.com.
Coach, can you talk about the latest trade rumors?
Absolutely. Right now, you can get big money for your trade at Roswell Ford.
Start your season with a win at Roswell Ford. Right now, we need trades. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. With 0% APR and no payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit with great terms, with good credit, no credit, or even if your credit is less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings, more for your trade, and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $28.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas, ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support
Supply air.
This is a nasty little termite. It loves nothing better than to eat your house, your subfloors, your walls, around your windows. And then they swarm around, taunting you.
We're eating your house. We're eating your house.
You'd like to kill them, wouldn't you? But you don't want trenches dug around your home, and you don't want holes in your foundation. That's where Dow AgroSciences and the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System come to the rescue. The same system that protects the White House can help protect your house. An authorized operator strategically places Centricon stations around your house and then carefully monitors them for termites. If they're found, a professional inserts bait tube devices. The termites take the bait and they die.
I feel like I'm dying.
Kind of like that, only a lot more effective. In fact, Centricon is proven to eliminate the termite colony. Termites are gone with Centricon. No more colony, no more problem. Visit Centricon.com.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for all of Southeast New Mexico. 575-623-5344.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. A group of 12 or more cows is called a flink. If you have only 11 cows, that's called a lot of cow pies. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 9:58, about ready to kick us off the radio. If you missed any part of our show, you can go back and check it out at your leisure. Log on to ksvptv.com. We talked livestock sales and everything with the Eastern New Mexico State Fair in the 7 o'clock hour with Jonathan Dudley and James Duffy. In the 8 o'clock hour, Barbara Gomez with Main Street Roswell joined us talking about Chili Fest this Saturday here on the courthouse lawn, starting at 7 a.m. with the farmers market, and then it just rolls right in till 9 o'clock Saturday night. And then just a few minutes ago, we had Barbara, Kim, and Ruby talking about the Women's Business Networking event happening October 9th at the Liberty, and at 5:30 p.m. at that event there. Again, go to ksvptv.com, click on the Mornings with Mike Winters channel, and you'll find those interviews. Right now, all of the whole show's there, but give Jocelyn about an hour or so, and she'll have those videos up and posted by themselves where you can go check them out. Don't forget, high school football, the Roswell High football game and the Goddard Rocket football game. Both of those games have been pushed up to a 6 p.m. kickoff tomorrow instead of 7 p.m. So Roswell High and Goddard High